the board and everything.
I know! I don't want to do all that.
Are you sure you don't want to spend more money?
The things I want from it.
You gotta spend money to spend more money.
Exactly.
It's like so minor, the stuff I want from it is the thing. Like, I don't
knocked on your door 50,000 times.
Look,
I want in.
I'm getting things ready, okay?
Like,
I'm wearing through the door now.
I don't need to play modern games. The games that came out, 6+ years ago suit me perfectly fine. You should make sure that all our controls aren't on and stuff, because
we don't need no controls.
I absolutely will move my cursor or something and ruin you.
Oh, please don't.
In the middle of
a boss
fight with Ludwig.
How far did you people end up getting the previous time?
He defeated the one reborn pretty quickly. I was telling him that
that's the easy one.
Yeah, he was one of the easier bosses. I was telling him, watch out for his little footsies, his little foots, and it all worked out.
Good. Did you just stop right after there or go into the next area?
He did not go to the next. We did.
Yeah. Just wondering.
I would say, well, I was telling him it's like we were now perfectly for time for DLC, and
yeah.
And you said that you would have it by now.
You did say you would have it by now.
I do hope.
I have a strong feeling you do not.
Money is a thing.
I know immediately.
You said you would have it by the stream that was going to happen on Thursday. And
yeah. Yeah.
Well, goddamn it, we're running out of stuff. Because now all we have is...
We're running out of runway.
I'd say you'd probably want to do the Cathedral Ward first, although...
Yeah,
if you
go there first.
If you had the DLC, right now is the time where you would do it. Really.
But go there first, and then after that we'll do Nightmare of Mensis. No, after that we will do the DLC, right?
Yeah.
Because if we do the Upper Cathedral Ward, and then you do the Nightmare of Mensis, and then the game's over. So I'm like, we're running out of runway.
The last thing.
Well, you do the Nightmare of Mensis, and then it's like, and then stuff happens.
And then, like, some final bosses start happening.
Yeah, and then the game's over.
So go back to the Cathedral Ward, and then go up this time on that tower on the thing.
Towers.
And the Upper Cathedral Ward's a small area.
It is. You could get through this pretty easily.
You could potentially get through this, and I would say, in the Nightmare of Mensis, probably defeat Mikolash, and then have one of one of the easier bosses of the game again. One of the second to last boss, kinda. Murgo's Wet Nurse. It's one of the easier bosses in the game. Have that, and then you're like at the part where it's like, okay, so the credits are about to happen.
Up into the tower on the right, yeah. No, that, yeah. But go up this time.
Hello? Hello? There it is. I feel so pretty.
Don't forget all the old gunmen. They'll blap you.
Stay away.
He heard your footsteps.
Oh, it's so wonderful.
I was about to say, it's been a very long time since you've been here.
Get away. I feel so powerful. Ow. Ow. Bastard. You are dead. Not big surprise.
And your physical defense is so much higher now just from leveling up. that they hit you and they don't do anywhere near as much damage as they used to.
Hopefully I don't even have to figure out from Machine Gun Man. Because I don't like bullets.
We don't want to know how much damage he does.
Exactly. Isn't there a big wolf up here? If I oh, yeah, there he is. Oh, that's a big Hulk.
Big buggo.
Get away. Ha! You tried. You only gave me... Ow!
Stop, I'll do that.
Oh, no!
He's wanting to put it down your gun.
Stay away from me.
He was lubing that rifle up.
And I already got it. I don't even think there was anything on the other side. So, we'll go up this way. Hello? Hello?
That is the door.
Oh, stay away. You were about to set me on fire, you bastard. You're a plague-ridden rat. Better don't. Alright, what's over here?
Okay, so past this door is only the choir was allowed up here in the church. So this was not something that the normals would see past this door.
I have a feeling this is where things start getting weird.
Uh-huh. Upper key.
I use the upper key. Uppercase key. The quad. Hello? Oh, what are you?
Friend.
Friend?
So you'll see these guys around. You can kill them if you like. They're not usually hostile, but they're all looking in one particular direction. I will say that if those things do hit you,
somebody.
he didn't like you sniffing him. Don't let them hit you because they cause frenzy.
Oh, I don't want that. I have a feeling there's a reason they look like embryos.
They're celestial children.
Oh. Is that so?
Where's Mama?
Are they baby kin?
So
There's something.
if you had done a different NPC thing that didn't involve them being compressed by Yusefka,
Yeah.
You would go through a quest where one of the NPCs that you have known and became friends with. Also, these guys are way more dangerous here, so be wary of that. But if you had done a different NPC quest, you would have seen a lady give birth to one of those. And so what that is...
Oh.
There we go.
Yep.
Oh, they hit so hard.
So, what those are is various women who have their blood's corrupted for various reasons.
Mm-hmm.
When the night happened, they became impregnated with holy children. And then the holy children leave them, and they're drawn to the upper cathedral ward. They want to meet Mama.
I think an area in here is called either the orphanage or the nursery, something like that. In one of the various item descriptions, I don't remember which one.
The upper cathedral ward is also where you find out what the little weird blue alien guys are.
Oh.
I say you find out, as in we'll tell you when the time comes.
Yeah.
But it's the location where you theoretically would know.
You chose violence. I don't know why you would do this. I'm just a peaceful man. Trying to live a peaceful life, and you people ruin it.
That phrase sends me every single time. Woke up today and chose violence.
Where's that from?
I have no idea.
I've seen it in memes, but that's the only thing I know it from.
It's gotta be from something.
All memes are. Oh, hi.
Oh, he shot my toe!
Oh.
Oh. They're gonna push you off that ladder. Here he comes!
No, you won't.
He was gonna grab you by your cape and tug you right off that fucking ladder.
No, please. Stay away. I missed.
You really whipped that fire around.
Just die, please. Woo! Alright, people.
I'd say before you do the Nightmare of Mensis, whenever you complete the Upper Cathedral Ward, you could probably go back and try to defeat the Bloody Crow Canehurst. Because he's still kicking.
Yeah.
He's still around.
He is very much still around. Hello, my friends. How are you doing
Eileen's
today?
still bleeding. It's like, oh, I got it. It's fine.
Back up this way so they can't just shoot me in the face with their eyeball lasers. None of that. None of that.
Woo!
Ugh.
I like how the hard hit that they do to you, there's like, it makes a proportional amount of blood come out of your character. And so whenever these guys,
God.
whenever these guys slap you, it just causes your entire internal organ.
It causes the inside to be outside.
I like how just saying eyeball lasers does not narrow down who you're talking about.
Yeah.
That could refer to 50 things in the game.
You look just like me. Why do you look just like me? I am a human.
Yo, you.
What are you looking
I think
at?
those have like a small chance for a pretty decent drop.
Like a bloodstone chunk?
I don't remember. But I remember they can drop something that's pretty nice.
Are you blind?
Oh, yes. It
I
completely
was
blended
waiting
in.
for Jordan to attack you for that.
I can't not. You looked at it like 5 times.
I was concerned about these things, okay? Oh,
There's a lot going on.
When I see a lantern, my eyes see nothing else but the lantern.
It's like even when you look away from it, all he can see is the lantern on the screen.
Like, what is the quickest path to getting to that thing?
I have done it. I have done the things.
Is it just the church servants that are here, or was there a different kind of enemy? Because I remember something
There's a
being
different kind of
that
enemy.
that was dangerous as hell.
Yep, there's a couple things.
But I can't quite remember. I just remember something dangerous.
You remember it when you see it.
Oh. Oh, I thought that was gonna be frenzy. I was scared.
I think it's only if they bite you, but their little bites are incredibly short range.
The little sucker things.
Die, children. Such beautiful music.
One of the few places in the whole game where there's just music in the background. I wonder, is that supposed to be like a Briatis singing or something?
Maybe. I could see that.
A Briatis singing to her children.
Have you looked up at all?
Not
Just at the sky. The sky is a lot more here than it is elsewhere. Just take it in.
It's a little ominous, I'm gonna have to say.
The sky and the cosmos are one.
I still don't 100% know what that means. How many of you fetuses are there?
The church has been experimenting for a long time.
Yes. They want to meet more gods.
Why?
Because the ones they have aren't enough.
Need more. No!
So much blood and feathers.
Ow! Fucking crows. Oh!
I'm gonna get you! You're gonna die from a crow!
No!
Be the first time in the whole game.
Sit down! Stay away!
It's like fucking horribly demoralize you. It's like really early in the game tell you, it's like, oh, in the future. It's like you'll be like one of the final bosses in the game and you'll be killed by a fucking crow from the beginning of the game.
Oh, that would make me real sad.
Not even a crow that's powered up or anything, just the same one.
He's about to do some bullshit.
He's a
feel
scythe
it.
guy and he wants you to fight with a small fire for you to fall in. And he wants you to fight you in an elevation, which, as we all know, no game understands.
Narrow area as well.
It's over, Anakin! Oh!
That looked like that physically went through your body.
Gotcha.
Stabbed him right in the toe.
Ha ha ha. I hear things.
You'll be getting one of my favorite outfits in the game soon.
It's real dark in here.
The little grabby friend.
I don't like it. Gotcha.
Is this the place that has loads of those?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I thought that was in the DLC.
Nope.
What happens if
Choir
I wear
outfit.
choir garb in here?
It's very
Okay.
roughly.
I think it has good resistance to arcane, like the best in the game.
Ooh. Oh, choir
I
garb.
remember you switching to that outfit, I believe, whenever we were fighting Flash for 1,000,000 times.
Yep.
Before I discovered the correct way to fight him.
The break his AI way.
Yeah.
I hear a thing, but I don't see a thing.
So
I
this
don't
place
like
is loaded fucking to the hilt with brain suckers.
I hate it.
Like everywhere.
And a couple other things.
That's why you have to have a lantern, I see.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna pull
It's
some
real dark.
bullshit. I'm gonna walk around and they're gonna jump out from nowhere and grab me and stuff their tentacles down my throat.
It seems some of the AI for the brain suckers just want to hit you, and then some of the AI for the brain suckers really want to throw their bollocks at you. So I will say, you're pretty close to an area where there'll be a weird statue-looking guy, and you'll want to touch him because it'll teach you an emote that will become very useful later.
The best emote in the game.
One that players do to each other all the time.
Rude.
These Scourge Beasts have been empowered by the cosmos.
I don't like it.
They're all around you. There's like 3 of them.
I know.
They like shark tacticked around you.
I hate it. They're fast. I can't see them anymore. They're scaring me. Oh, I'm starting to wish I had that fire rune on here. Oh.
He just like close fits it punch you.
Oh.
He said pa 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 pa. As we said, the Upper Cathedral words like Yahar Ghul, but different.
They hurt.
Did you like the inside-out wolves, as I described them?
They were quite something. I don't know if enjoyable is the word.
With tails that were legs.
Yeah. They were a
It's
lot.
like I said, you just took a wolf, you reached inside and just pulled him out.
Yeah, and then just stick a few extra body parts on there too.
Yeah, yeah.
They were very
Are
good.
you back here,
foreshadowing.
Scythe Man? He is.
Mm-hmm.
Just like, hey. How's it hanging? You better don't.
Did you ever equip the corruption rune for the Vile Bloods?
I think
I don't remember.
I might have.
I don't think so. 'Cause I don't think that's the corruption rune over there.
No. I just have these.
That's the League, I think. Impurity, yeah.
Hi. Bye. Sweet mother, send your child unto me. Never mind. I want my shit first. Where's my shit? Hopefully one of those things doesn't have it.
Probably. One will have real bright eyes.
Oh, you saw me. Two of them saw me. No. Bad dog. And gimme. Just shards? You bastards. Oh, there's twin shards.
He dropped some twin bloodstone shards.
Alright. Just one I can handle. Oh, there's another one. Ow. Die. Die, Mr. Doggo. You hurt a lot.
Check around all the corners in this room. But check around all the corners in here, because I think there's some good stuff.
Hello? I hear something. Sweet mother, send your child unto me. For the sins of the unclean must be baptized in blood and fear. Hello? Is anybody in here?
So quiet.
Oh! Oh! Oh, and that does not do a lot of damage.
They're with the fire.
Oh! That actually
Just like that.
does a decent amount.
Yeah.
Burn!
Like I said, I remember seeing that the brain suckers are incredibly weak to fire.
Yeah, they don't care for it.
It's one of the reasons why I carried a fucking flame sprayer around with me at all times, because I feared them greatly. So I was like,
I think
yeah,
they've only got me like once or twice. It's a grab attack, so I don't get hit by it.
the grab attack. And I was like, and I need my insight
No, you
for
don't.
things.
No, you don't. Hello?
Oh, this screams trap.
Yeah, it does.
I think there's a badge in the area. Did you pick one up?
I haven't picked one up yet.
There's one somewhere.
Oh! Oh!
Oh,
Oh! Oh! Get away! Oh! Oh!
She's gonna come for seconds here in a minute.
No! Back! Back! I wanted you!
Away!
You had the DLC, you would have a torch right now that actually does quite a decent amount of damage.
I killed it. It's fine.
I
Let's
quite
see
like
the
that hat.
outfit. The one you've got
Blindfold
on.
cap.
Yeah.
Well, I've
Where
got a
we're
crown.
going, we don't need eyes to see.
Pearl slug.
Ritual item.
We got those brain eyes.
Oh yeah.
That's all
You-
we need. I think it's
you
down
open-
here. Go
you
down here and to the
open-
right somewhere.
Down here and to the right.
Yeah, somewhere in this area.
The little scamper bastards.
Go back.
I saw.
The guy saw it, but William did not.
The little scampery bastards with the rocks on them here. They seem to be invisible until you get close to them.
I was very focused on the brain sucker in the distance.
Yeah, loot's more important to me. Yeah.
Cosmic Eye.
I think that one may have some interesting lore on it. I don't remember.
Well, we can always take a look.
I try to at least vaguely recall the items that have particularly interesting lore attached to their descriptions.
Look at how pretty it
The
is.
choir stumbled
That
upon
does
an
look so-
epiphany, very suddenly and quite by accident. Here we stand, feet planted in the earth, but might the cosmos be very near us, only just above our heads?
The sky and the cosmos are one.
But
It's just above our heads, and it always has been.
oh,
We just didn't have the eyes to see it.
Okay, so past those two big double doors that were locked, that's where the important emote is.
So this way goes back to the shortcut, but was there anything else? Maybe I
There's
missed.
something else in here somewhere. I can go up.
Climb, 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 climb,
I think
climb, climb, climb,
up
climb,
here
climb,
and then
climb.
to the left, when you get up here, there
Yeah.
might be another big set of double doors, like
Yes.
right above where the ones
Yes,
downstairs
this
were.
Is the way.
Oh! Oh
Yeah,
no! Oh no!
They're working together now.
No! Oh!
Throw her magic sperm at ya. It's gonna lock your knees in place to receive
Don't fall
her big.
down.
Come on. Have you decided to fuck off? You did.
Now, I like the
was
ominous
very
glow
rude.
that the insight filled head has.
Oh! Just immediately grabbed me.
Yeah,
Just let
you've
go.
so far lost 3 insight to the upcoming reward.
Like we're down. We gotta get up.
No, she came in for seconds.
Stay away.
Oh,
Stay
they're doing that
away.
bullshit thing where they do it over and over and over.
Oh. Why? Why?
What? Plague-ridden rat.
Stop it. I got an orphanage key.
Burn down the orphanage.
It must be done.
Clearly evil.
I wonder what's behind this door. Nope.
Oh. Oh.
I got knowledge. What's over here? Who's that? Oh! Why? Why? Oh! Eat it. Eat it.
That's where you entered this room.
Okay. Okay.
So if you just go to the right now, you can get over here.
All right. Whoa. Are you okay? You don't seem okay. I don't. Do you see? I don't. You don't really seem in a talky mood. I don't know, but whatever.
Make contact. It's an emote.
Oh.
If you touch the touchpad on the left, you can switch out which ones you have. That's my most common one. Press it, and then go to it, and then press X.
You now know how to make contact. So if you
This will
leave
be used in an enormously obscure place later.
yes, but
Okay.
if you leave the emote for a really long time, eventually your
You
arms
also
shift.
switch. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Your arms get tired.
Yep. You just gotta switch them back and forth.
Oh.
Make contact.
I
You
wonder
have to
what I'm gonna make.
Make your arms like
contact
an antenna to reach the sky.
with.
That key you
Alright.
got unlocks the door below you on the first floor.
As above, so below. We run. I wish I could level up my running skill.
I think we're just right at the Celestial Emissary.
We are.
Should I go level up first?
No,
No, unlock the door.
Okay.
the Celestial Emissary is nothing. So I'll tell you the secret to the fight with the Celestial Emissary. Don't even worry about it. Just charge
Just
in
do
and
it. Just do.
Okay.
But open that door first. That goes to the lantern.
Yeah, the big door.
The big door.
Yeah. Your lantern's just out there.
Open sesame. Okay. All right up front.
Where does that phrase come from?
My guess is that it probably has to do with the Arabian Nights or something like that.
Was it The Simpsons? I feel like it was set in The Simpsons. But I genuinely don't know.
Alibaba and the 40 Thieves from 1001 Nights.
Yeah, there you go. I said the Arabian Nights, so there you go.
Oh yeah, that was the original Open Sesame, but I
Yeah,
don't know
that's
about
what I
that.
was wanting to know about.
Oh. I thought
Where
it
the
was-
phrase came from.
Oh. Yeah, Shahrazad's 1001 Arabian Nights. There's a magic card called Scheherazade, and I hate it.
This is the boss room, by the way.
Oh.
You're
Like,
there.
that garden right there is the.
I just gotta go down.
Mhm.
And these don't break.
Just get on in there.
It's like I would say that what you want
Now
to do.
don't die or it'll be very embarrassing.
It will be very embarrassing. So you want to just charge in. You
No,
need to
kill.
charge in and kill. Just go in and kill. So one of these guys is the real deal. And when you find that real deal, you kill it. You just focus it down and kill it, and don't even think about it. I think it's that one that's lagging behind the rest of the group.
Where you going?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, so
Kill.
keep hitting him.
Oh.
Murder. Murder.
You're
Murder.
you need to murder harder.
You know, murder much harder than your murder.
I would say fuck the big sword and hit him with the smaller one so you can keep hitting. Oh, the frequency of murder is not.
It hasn't been what it should have.
Oh, it's gonna get much worse now. You didn't. You
Oh.
should keep murdering.
Oh.
So you can kill him before he changes forms, but you didn't murder as hard as we said you needed to murder. You can't back it up.
Well,
He has another form which is even way worse, so now you really need to kill him.
okay.
Oh well, now he's in that.
No.
So he shoots.
I've never fought him in that form. I just realized I've never done it.
He shoots horrible lasers that'll insta kill you.
Well, he's dead
Okay,
now.
there we go.
That's fine.
That's why we were like, you need to kill him because, like I said, in his third form, he has lasers he'll blast at you that can insta kill.
Well, I don't like that. Rune Master.
Okay, so you see that window right there?
It's breakable, by the way.
Slap that window.
But you can also look around this room before you go down in there.
That
Ooh,
looks important.
that looks familiar, or it should.
Just a little bit. Are we connected to Yahar Ghul?
I mean, yes but no. It's another area.
But yeah, I watched one playthrough someone had of this, and they actually got stuck on the Celestial Emissary fight because they were intimidated. And I was like, you just got to hit them. Like it's that is truly the strategy with Celestial Emissary. Get in there and you hit them.
Just keep hitting.
You can kill them before he even changes to his other form.
Hey, lady doll.
Napping.
Wake up.
Welcome home, good hunter.
Now the next fight is a Varietas, which is genuinely quite difficult.
What is it you desire?
Quite very difficult.
It could be one of the ones that causes issues.
Yes.
We'll see.
A Varietas hits like a Mack truck and is also really skilled with the instant kill death lasers.
Mm-hmm.
There's an ability she does where she like raises up her. I was gonna say hand.
That's not quite accurate though.
Raises up her appendages, and then you'll start seeing stars. And then if that happens, what you need to do is scream and run as fast as possible.
The screaming is very important though. If you don't do that, you're dead.
And it's one of those things to where, like, if you call in help, like, if you call in an AI friend to help you, then that's, if she's targeting the AI friend, then that AI friend is dead.
Oh.
She's marked them for death.
Yeah, because they don't have the brain to know that they need to be screaming and running.
Yay. What does the communion room do? I guess that would be.
I
guess I
higher
already
blood
have
vials. Gives a strong.
Oh, that was. Oh.
You can have up to 24 blood vials if you put the highest level one on there. You can also stack.
Most of the runes have multiple versions of them that are stronger.
So if you put all three on, you can have 28 blood vials if you so desired.
I don't think I need that many, but.
You also have various levels of like damage resistant stuff you can put on, and
Yeah, but
stuff
I gotta
like that.
get good.
I never used any of them. Like I said, I played the whole game with like eye runes and the moon runes because I wanted more items and I wanted more souls. And that was what I played the whole game with, pretty much.
So which of these do I need to go to?
You want to go to the one that I think it's called the Lumen Garden, or is that
Lumen Flower Garden, or is that in the DLC?
It could be the one with the
Lumen Flower Gardens, yeah.
It could be the one with the failures.
The living failures, you know. Them.
The threaded cane. I already checked up there.
Yeah.
I wonder what's down here.
So a good indication that Abritus is hard is the fact that this is a very short path with like no enemies that goes to Abritus. And it's right next to a lantern. So the devs are like, we know.
Do you know where you're at?
The most powerful arcane spell in the game.
If you look down, do you recognize it?
Oh.
The bloody crow is down there waiting for you.
Oh, I do recognize it.
So nearby, there was something else.
Yeah, literally right above your head to Vicar
Oh!
in the Vicar Amelia fight is the daughter of the cosmos. This whole time. So when Vicar Amelia was praying, she was praying to the daughter of the cosmos.
Oh, what are you doing?
Oh, those are kill lasers.
Well, I don't like kill lasers.
Yeah, the Celestial Emissary did that exact move, but the damage was really high.
Is this gonna take me to the crow? Or am I going below?
No.
Let's go take you to Abritus.
Oh.
Those are wee children. I do feel like the singing is getting louder now.
Seems kind of like it.
Yeah, I would suggest you not summon the AI help, because all that's going to do is make Abritus have more health. And like I said, when she starts shooting the lasers, if she chooses to, pick on the AI will just die. I think this was another fight where in Jordan and I's adventures, I think at one point Jordan died and I had to just do it on my own with it like half health left, and that was that succeeded.
That tends to happen.
Abritus was one where on like the last playthrough he and I did together, both of us had a real hard time, and we got to the point where it's like, okay, the 35th attempt's the charm.
Is Abritus weak to anything?
Probably the weak to I would say maybe shock, but you getting hits in ain't the problem. The problem is that Abritus can kill you very quickly.
You need to not get hit.
Hello.
She's weak to thrust damage.
Oh. Hello.
You can look at the other side as well before things begin.
Yeah, Abritus.
If you want to get a better look.
As I said before, Abritus is one of the few perfectly benevolent entities who just wants to help, and so Abritus is fully non-hostile until you decide that you want to be hostile.
What are you? You're so... you.
I think there's a very good chance the blood you've been putting in yourself to heal is Abritus's blood.
Well, time to put an end to it. Sorry about this. Nothing personal.
Not really. Any of the bosses you killed Amygdala, and then you got killed by Amygdala several times after you defeated Amygdala, so...
Yeah.
Kill is a strong word.
Oh, that got worse. Oh!
The head is a weak spot.
It is. So if you can hit it, you really should.
Oh.
This is a multi-phase fight.
As all good Souls bosses are. That hurt a lot.
I will say there are some sound cues in this fight later on. If you hear like a slight ringing in your head, then that's because you're taking like arcane damage from being near Abritus. Because it's a craft where you're going mad just by standing
Yay. You're gross.
Like, that's rude.
And stop being gross. Oh.
handed you real hard. So Abritus has this charge move that really was like heat.
Yeah, that
right there.
Yeah.
So that really heat synced onto Jordan every single fucking time.
She loved to do it, and then I would die instantly.
Oh,
There's nothing I could do
blood.
about that.
It does do an immense amount of damage. And it can hit you multiple times when she charges you.
So if you're on New Game Plus and you get hit more than once by it, you are dead. There's nothing you
Oh
can
no, I'm dead.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay, I see.
Oh, she like touched your body.
Oh.
Like, oh.
I want you.
She has pretty green eyes.
Oh, I don't know if pretty's the right word.
She has pretty green eyes. They look like emeralds.
Her face looks like a series of tubercles and mushrooms.
I like that it's split into like 3 parts. It's very weird.
It's very alien.
There's a bizarre femininity to Abritus, and that how it looks. It almost looks like that she's in a dress with like, how her skin is.
I don't know why you decided to do that.
Mostly just to do it.
Well, you will take more damage from the
friend
thing now.
It's fine. It was already gonna kill me.
You just need to not be hit by that, or get your sedatives ready. Although you only have 2.
Yeah. Oh.
So you may have to do a cheeky bit of grinding for sedatives.
I feel like this is where I'm gonna learn to use those sedatives.
I mean, way back in the Nightmare Frontier, I was popping them like fucking candy. So it gets real bad in Nightmare Nemesis.
There's stuff that does frenzy all over.
Oh,
Mince just looks at you and makes your mind melt.
And there's some winter lanterns as well.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
It's a bad time.
Look at how spooky Abritus looks at, like from that with
Hey,
the
baby
wings
girl.
spread out.
Like, how you doing? Don't mind me. Let me get those things. Oh.
It goes farther than you think it will.
And it's first
Hops back and does that.
like curious about you, and then later on it just starts flipping out.
Yeah.
I see.
I bet you that would have done so much fucking damage.
Yeah.
I bet you
Every time he gets hit, I just think it's like, oh, I would have died there. Oh, I would have died there.
Yeah, it's like that 4-hit thing it did with all the tentacles. I guarantee you that they're separate hits.
Yeah.
Get away! I'll use your own blood to kill you. Oh!
It's like a slapped you right in the dick on that one.
Oh!
Oh, it came right at the camera.
I can't see.
Yeah, no.
I like
that
how there's
second
this
tentacle
big
that always
fucking
hits.
boss room, and the brightness is just pushing you from one end to the other. It looks like you're not chasing a brightness, the brightness is pushing you around.
Get that blood away from me. Oh no! I'm dead.
You got grabbed.
I'm dead.
You were eaten.
Oh.
You got swallowed and everything.
Okay.
Didn't even have a body.
Oh, fuck. I feel.
Wouldn't it be great if when you went back there, instead of your souls being on the ground, the souls were inside of Briatus?
Oh, I would hate myself. I'm gonna get some fire paper and maybe some bolt paper. Maybe the other way
The
around.
wiki mentions bolt paper.
And we'll
Yeah.
do that.
The stuff from the sky tends to be weak to bolt.
You mean the stuff from the cosmos?
Yes.
And the cosmos are one, so the stuff from the sky.
You know now.
The sky and the cosmos are one. How long have they been here?
They've always been here.
How long is always?
Images from Ancient Aliens TV show flashing on the screen.
Oh.
The pyramids.
The
Space
labyrinth.
UFOs.
The labyrinth is basically essentially ancient alien shenanigans,
Oh.
where there was like a first civilization that the cosmos came and told them things.
They lived alongside the Great Ones.
I have a feeling that didn't go very well for them.
Well, we know how it ended.
Well, the Pthumerians now live in a ruin that the church sent looters to go find stuff from, so. You got that cosmic eye. You should see what you can buy from it. You got that the cosmic eye pad.
Yeah.
Was that one insight for 5 bolt paper you can buy here in the insight shop? Or is that saying you can? Oh, that's saying you have 5 bolt paper. Okay, so it's 1 for 1.
I was like, oh, that's pretty good.
Well, I mean, I suppose you're not using your insight for all that much. So if you really wanted lots of bolt paper, you could just like buy 10 of them right here. Or you could do what I did with all my extra insight and buy chunks and stuff like that with it.
Yeah, the chunks are always an issue.
That was something that I spent all my excess insight after beating the game multiple times.
We had to siphon off of our insight because it became too much.
Yeah,
we understood too much. Any frenzy enemy, like we couldn't get the sedative into us fast enough to
because when you get over around 60, that's when the frenzy bar starts getting a lot. Because it starts, not only is it like your bar physically shrinks, like you saw whenever a Briatus threw blood at you, the bar you had.
I don't need that much.
But it's the bar itself is less, and also the damage you take when it goes off is more.
Yeah.
So we had to be at full health to maybe survive.
Go check out the merchant shop.
Go to the regular shop.
This merchant shop?
Yeah, because you got the Cosmic Eye thing, and I don't remember what we unlocked from that.
Chicago?
Is
that the samurai?
That would be the no. That's the Vile Blood one. You got that from that badge.
That's the blood katanas.
Rose Marinus.
Rose Marinus, poison knife, sedative, twin bloodstone shards, beast blood paladin, blue elixir.
Okay, you can buy sedative.
So the Rose Marinus is the only weapon that comes from it. The rest are either consumables.
Do not buy the sedatives.
Okay.
It's like if you want sedatives, put on the irons and then go into the school and kill all the jelly boys, because they drop them in quite high numbers.
We'll try it again. We're fine.
The Lumen Flower Gardens. This horribly advanced area is from the first tombstone in the game.
It's such a strange place. It was all above us. All this time.
Child murderer.
I don't care.
Fuck them kids.
Fuck them kids.
I like their little grabby hands that these guys have.
They have ET fingers.
They want to look at you with their hands.
Mm-hmm.
They have 7
Really
ET
are.
fingers. Just look at them. They're all gonna touch you. I
Later
don't
you'll
like.
fight
Hmm?
the living failures, which are big, burly versions of those guys.
Well, I don't like that.
So since you defeated the Celestial Emissary, what I should say, and this is what Isefka was trying to do as well, the church was using weird versions of the blood and just putting it in people, and when you do that, it turns them into those
Various
guys.
different things. That's one of them. Those can.
And they call it the Celestial Emissary because they were doing that to make them more like what a Briatus is.
Mm-hmm.
And they were hoping that they'd be able to use that and do the weird contact rituals to be able to find other old ones. And to be fair, a Briatus did entirely change everything about their life. It was the equivalent of discovering fire.
That sounds important.
All disease was wiped out. That was gone. That was no longer an issue. Like, healthcare as a thing was no longer a problem.
All blood for all.
Yeah. And the cost for that was every now and then there'd be an outbreak of werewolves, and you just had to deal with it.
And you send some hunters, they'll deal with it, and it's fine.
A small
But
price
then
to
some
pay.
stuff happened with the moon presence, and it made everything wrong, and costs, and
A very
things got
small
wrong.
price to pay. Oh, I'm dead.
Send it in! Send it
It's
again!
too late.
It's like me literally in real life doing the fucking Young Frankenstein, where I'm like 2 syllables in arm. It's like sedative.
It's fine. We're fine. Totally fine.
Like the animation, he just reaches his arm up and pops them in. It's like, please get him in me.
Die, little embryo. Is this game just abortion simulator?
Kinda.
Or is the baby already born?
Kinda.
Okay.
I mean, in Yarhal
Those aren't mutually exclusive.
in Yarhal Ghul, you
Oh.
got to see Mikolash's attempt to create a friend. So I guess you could say Yahar Ghul was like the scientific approach, and then this was more the religious approach, with the we must impregnate someone, and then Mikolash is like, how about we just like all take our minds and put them together and just reach out and grab stuff.
Which I feel is probably, you know, much more doable.
Like the church is like, how about we call out and see what comes back, and Mikolash is like, let's just start grabbing stuff.
You'll
what
learn
happens.
later that those cages are antennas.
Yeah.
The ones that they've been wearing.
Yeah, so let's just all combine our minds and reach out and grab something and pull it here. And the One Reborn was one thing that they pulled here.
So every time every time she swings an arm, she also swings a tentacle.
Yep.
Oh! And that tentacle is what catches me every time.
I would say the
Question
trick, the trick to a Briatus, and it's kind of a trick, because later on it's not that effective in the later phases. You want to be behind a Briatus. Like
As much
fully,
as you can.
yeah, fully behind a Briatus. How her back tentacles hang out, you can get yourself wedged in there.
Oh!
But even then, a Briatus will eventually like fly away and reorient, and later on, a Briatus starts doing a whole bunch of AoE kill death stuff.
She likes looking at me.
So I would say sprinting would be more effective trying to get behind than rolling would.
It may be too difficult to do that if significantly a single player.
You can do it without. If you wanted to get behind, that could be a reason to get the NAI friend, but then Abractus's damage resistance is going to be much higher.
Yeah.
Every friend you have increases the damage resistance of the boss.
So what you're saying is, get good.
In a way. I wasn't saying that, but kind of.
Stay away! Stay away! Don't touch me with your little grabbies. I don't know where that finger's been.
Grabby.
That one finger in the middle that sticks out beyond all the other ones. I don't know where that's been. Probably stuck it up somebody else first.
It's its stink finger.
Go wash your hands first. That's what I'll tell children. I don't want them touching me until they wash their hands.
They're sticky little hands.
They're sticky
Grabby
hands
little fingers.
that have been sticky for the past 3 days and no one knows why.
I don't think my hands were sticky as a child, so I don't know what has happened to children these days.
Maybe you just didn't realize.
Maybe.
I know anytime I think about anything I've ever done as a child, I'm like, I fucking hate.
Riotous most decidedly does not like me being close to her. Let me out. Let me out. Ow. Oh. I felt the wind on that one. Oh.
How many blood vials do you have?
24, I think. Or you mean like total?
Oh.
Probably a little under 300 at this point.
Where are we?
now.
Okay. Just making sure we weren't getting to that bad.
Just keep swinging.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh, and I just hit the button too. Mid animation. You gotta pop them pills.
Pop them pills.
Or drink that opium, I guess. Whatever that shit is. I wonder what it's like to drink an opium tincture. Like the old West days.
Probably not a great thing.
You little piece of shit. You made me lose health. I hate you. How did you dodge that? I hate you. I hate you, I hate you. Your little tentacle mushroom head ass.
I hate you.
Huh. I did it. Maybe we can make this go faster next time. Damn it. I missed. Ooh, there we go. Alright. Hello, tentacle monster. Happy to see you again. Oh, God. I just want to get behind you. Oh.
Just the whole entire health bar. You're doing decent damage. It's just all the hits are difficult to avoid and do all the damage in the world.
Yeah.
You can imagine how much of a fucking fucker this is in the new game pluses.
It's so much.
Like literally every single hit's like, oh, I'm dead.
That sounds horrible.
It is. It is.
Just like never get hit twice at all.
Yeah, Abriatus is on the list of the bosses where every time we did another new game plus, it's like, okay, she's gonna be a problem. You're now wedged in there. Oh, what have you done?
Oh, that's why. Well, she was gonna fly away.
When you get wedged in there, when she tries twisting around, you'll stay with her.
Ha! Ha! No! Oh. Oh, I can't. I was doing it and then she hit me.
You like switched your items around.
I was mid-animation and she hit me.
Oh.
We're fine.
You gotta pop those pills.
We're fine. We're fine. We will fix this, though. These are the only two things I need.
You like cycled through all your items really quickly.
Trying to find the thing you actually needed.
Alright, boys. Let's do this again. You're dead. Now you. I said now you. Yay, it's already here. Because I did a good thing. Are you proud of me, mother?
How many bosses are in the DLC? Is it like 5?
Give me a second, I'll count them.
It's like Ludwig Lawrence,
5.
Living Failures, Maria, Orphan.
Yeah. Yep.
A whole 5 bosses.
Mm-hmm.
All of them are hard. It's not like here where it was like, oh, the Celestial Emissary is nothing, even though it's late in the game. It's like, oh, Murgo's Wet Nurse isn't a big deal. It's like all the ones in the DLCs are bastards in different ways.
Yep, they can all be a big issue.
Some are worse than others, but all are bad.
Like, I don't think I've ever had any difficulty with the Living Failures, but if you can't dodge the thing with the stuff, then
With the sky,
then you'll have a bad time.
Oh. She really does not like me being behind.
Oh! You're still alive! Thank you. Thank you for letting me live.
You didn't have to do that, but you did anyway. Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Step on me, tentacle mommy.
Get my health. I'm coming.
No. Oh.
That backhand.
I bet there's some Rule 34 fan art of Furious.
It's called Rule 34 for a reason.
Yeah. on Discord and like the GIF, they have a lot of like really neat Bloodborne pixel art. I wonder where that comes from.
Yeah.
If there's just like a person somewhere on the internet who just did a whole bunch of pixel art.
Probably.
All really good.
All very similar, yeah.
No!
Jordan and I developed a tactic with the blood face, where we would like forward in a zigzag motion. We would dodge left and then right.
I can't possibly explain it to you.
It was like left-right, very rapid motions. Because there's like a specific like diagonal line.
It goes in a particular arc.
Yeah.
Oh, horrible things are about to start happening. I can feel it.
We're now in the next phase. Alderoth is letting you get a lot of hits. Okay, so you can hear the ringing now. You're taking constant damage now. So there are little stars that you can see around Alderoth.
Really, I would say it's better to just ignore it, unless you're about to die.
Yeah, you just have to keep in mind that the whole wedging yourself in there tactic is
slowly killing you. Yes! Oh, get in there, get in there, get in there! Get in there!
Damn it!
Get stuck in!
I'm waiting for her to do it. There's still time.
Get in there, get in there, get in there! Get in there!
I did it! I have killed a god again!
She didn't do it to you one time.
Didn't do it, yeah. She didn't summon her lasers, so she has a thing in that
You
second
didn't
form
get to see the galaxy.
where she raises her tentacles and you can start seeing like stars form above her, and then she shoots many, many, many lasers.
And I assume they're all insta-kill lasers.
They all do an obscene amount of damage, and they hit really fast. Like there's very little travel time. So that's the Altar of Despair.
It won't come into play for us.
Yeah, because it's involved in an NPC quest line that was.
So ignore it. It's nothing.
Okay.
You murdered Alfred. You see. So,
I didn't mean to.
You did it anyway, though.
You did do it, and so that's useless.
I killed a god.
Nightmare of Mensis.
Yep. Nightmare Mensis is the last area of the game, but it is quite a large area.
So you want to go to the Advent Plaza if you didn't go on from the one reborn once you spend these souls.
Yeah.
Welcome
So-
home, good is it? Very well. Let me.
I would say you probably need sedatives. I mean, you could just get good and be fast, quick like Bunny. But I think you might need sedatives.
Farewell, good hunter. May you.
So everything
I would say
does
at least 10. At least 10 to get you through it.
Well, then that
So I would say you should put on all the eye runes.
Nightmare Frontier? Was it? Or was it
Lecture building.
The lecture building is where you would
If you wanted to farm some sedatives.
Yeah.
You would want the eye runes on because that increases their drop chance.
That's right. Do I only have the one eye rune? I think I might have two.
I think you have one eye rune, but it's
You have one. I think both of the other ones you get in Mensis, don't you?
you get the other two.
No, the
you get
moon
the moon
runes.
runes.
Where's
The eye rune you have is one of the best ones in the game though, because you got it from
It
Master
is.
Willow.
Where do I get the other runes?
I think those might be new game plus ones.
one is in the Nightmare of Mensis, and another one is, and then the other ones are the chalices.
Okay, yeah.
A lot of the high-level runes are in the chalices. This tends to be where you get the best ones.
Like, we'll be doing none of that. Nightmare Mensis is also where you get the one blood rock you can get in per playthrough without the DLC. So you'll be able to make Ludwig's Holy Sword get up to 10.
Change this.
I think the eye runes are near the bottom, yeah. Did you actually put that on?
I did. I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you did. It just looked like you backed out. The eye runes, I think, are a reference to the Elder Sign.
It is.
which is
From the Lovecraft.
well, deep lore. The that's Derelith's.
August Derleth.
Yeah, because
He
Lovecraft's
was a
Elder
friend of Lovecraft, and they worked on the mythos.
retroactively, people apply that Elder Sign as the Elder Sign Lovecraft speaks of. But the Elder Sign that Lovecraft had looks a bit like a tree branch. Derelith's like, let's make this a little bit more showy, and he made it the star with the eye.
Are your feet as
You just said the same thing. Fuck you. I don't know if that was a compliment or not.
You can get into the room he's in.
Yes.
Oh.
And what you'll have now, the way to get in is by going forward with them.
Is it from the Nightmare of Mensis you drop down?
Yes.
Are there any slime people in here?
Yeah, this is the room that's full of loads and loads of them. They're not.
Sometimes.
They have a pretty high chance for it, I believe. I think each one has like a quarter chance of dropping one. And since there's like 15 of these little buggers.
They're long.
Like I said, threaded cane. Go in here, turn the whip version on, kill like 4 of them per swing. It's great.
They reach so far. I forgot about that.
The trick is you gotta herd them. You gotta like circle around until you get a good group and you do that. Oh. And don't let what just happened to you happen to you.
Yeah. Food.
And the souls they give will more than be able to make up for the blood vials you're using.
Oh. Get away from me.
They're hurting you a lot.
Yeah, they sure are. These are my primary grind spot.
They just reach so far.
That's why you never dodge forward or backward with them. You dodge to the side. That's why the place you have herded them to, this little narrow place, is literally the worst you could have done.
Yay.
Whenever I would enter that room, I'd enter it from the door that's straight on, and I would literally just charge in through the middle of the group. Because you want to go as quick as possible as well, because they have a short time where they get up like that. Mm-hmm. And you can go through, and you can quickly kill a whole bunch of them. And then, if you go through the middle, you'll kill a whole bunch of them, and then you can do semicircles around them, and split the big group into 2. And clear them out really quickly with, like, figure 8 motions.
I see.
So it's them, and then there's one that drops in there. You'll just want to sprint around in a circle through the room. And then he'll drop behind you. And so what I would do, there's like 2 other ones you can fight, but they're in other rooms. So what I did was I would go through and fight them in the lecture hall, run in there, run the circle, kill him, and then leave. And then just try again.
Okay. And so I run. Run.
You could probably do this 1 or 2 more times. You'll get some sedatives, and you'll have enough blood souls that if you wanted to. In fact, if you really wanted to, you could do this like 2 or 3 more times, and then you'd have enough souls to buy the Canehurst set.
Yep.
I think 60,000 might be enough to buy the whole set. I could be lying a lot. Because I kind of just pulled that number out of my ass. It just feels correct to me.
I bought it so long ago, and I also have no idea what blood echoes mean anymore. So.
Yeah, we've been afflicted with a lot of inflation.
Mm-hmm. I don't get out of bed in the morning without at least 3 million.
Well, yeah. I just need another 42,000 to get the rest. Or I didn't even see. I thought, oh. That's a lot.
Oh, you can't get that then.
That's the most expensive item in the whole game.
You can turn into Pyramid Head.
It was Alfred's.
Yes, it was. You didn't get to see him with it on.
Well, he's dead now.
He is.
Maybe if he hadn't pissed me off.
You know, the Canehurst set might actually be really useful for the fight for the Bloody Crow. because it has not only the highest physical resistance in the game by a pretty considerable margin, but also has the highest blood defense.
Oh.
Which could be useful.
Yeah.
He does like to shoot a lot.
To really emphasize how much they don't care about armor that like stats in Bloodborne. They like think about this. They don't let you upgrade any of the outfits. They are what they are. They will never get better or worse. I do love that equipment mode doesn't. Like
I do as well.
equipment load, like inventory space, is useful in some games. It has no benefit at all in the Soulsborne franchise. Like it adds nothing.
Go away! Go away!
Away! Away!
Like the Soulsborne games do not have the world economies to make it any value for inventory or inventory space to be relevant.
Yeah.
We're not going from town to town being merchants.
What do you think this is, Mountain Blade?
Like in Mountain Blade or the Elder Scrolls or D&D or what have you, it is important because that's all viable things. But this shit's combat. It's like if they had an equipment load system in Call of Duty. It makes no sense.
You mean holding 3 full-size guns isn't too heavy for you?
It's like if you had a Call of Duty, right, and you had a loadout, and if you had more than just like a rifle and a pistol on you, your character would get physically slower or something.
That would be horrible.
It's like, what is this adding?
Realism.
Same thing with the durability in these games. Like, what is this doing?
We don't know.
Can't let
Yeah. There are a couple of mechanics in these games that I just don't understand. I don't understand the inventory. I don't understand weapon durability, and they've been like slowly getting rid of them over time. I don't understand the random parkour elements that they add in, the random like platforming from another era. I don't understand why every single one of the games has to have a Blight Town. I don't get that either.
It makes them
It
unique.
must. All Soulsborne games must have a swamp.
No one has ever liked any of the Blight Town like equivalent in any of the games, but yet they insist on having them in every one for some reason.
Maybe Miyazaki was touched in a swamp and he needs you to suffer alongside him.
Yes. Like they do them that way because like it's the way it's done.
It is their modus operandi. They must do it. Contractually.
What you also want to do when you're fighting these guys is you want to try to get it to where they all they're all doing the same attack animation at once. Mm-hmm. Because if they do what they're doing right now, where they stagger and they're all starting it at different times, then you're gonna get stun locked and you're gonna get killed.
Fair.
You want to like watch them and wait until a large number of them are all attacking at roughly the same amount of time.
Give me more drugs. I need more drugs. Die.
Rude, you like kicked his chair from underneath him, and he slowly got up and ignored it.
Like, what a dick. Why are they all watery?
They were doing weird shit, okay?
They're the only people I've seen that are all watery like this.
Why do all the students carry fucking morphine in their pockets?
Well, that's just because they're college students.
We're all in a weird nightmare plane right now, so who knows?
Upstairs, there are church giants, by the way, and they are a lot.
Oh.
You'll have to deal with them when you go into the Nightmare Menses, because you have to go the pathway.
I think one of them is like has infinite stamina.
Yes.
He does that thing.
They're like, aren't they like on fire or something?
He has like a flaming weapon, I think.
Hmm.
I remember there was a lot of fire and a lot of screaming.
Mm-hmm.
How many set of gives do you have now?
I think only like 4.
You have left 4. So one more run, and you may have enough cash.
One more.
To be able to do stuff.
Gotta eat my fries.
You need 113,000 blood souls to buy the Kano set. All of it.
It's a lot. Sir, I'm gonna need you to remain seated.
Jordan, whenever you were looking up the Dark Beast Pearl at one point, and you said that they had that useless information about the weapon.
Yeah. Yes.
Which Bloodborne wiki were you looking at?
Probably the bad one.
What kind of
it's
useless
the
information?
good
was
one. It's in the notes and trivia section.
I was looking up some information, and I was about to say if it was from the bad one, I was about to say maybe there's just a real arrogant, funny fucker on there.
No, it's from the good one.
Because I was looking up the Kanehurst set, and the amount that the Kanehurst set cost was not on the good one; it was on the bad one. And in the notes for it, it was like I could just imagine like the pushing the glasses up on the face. Well, actually, with the Kanehurst set, it was like some people say that has really good physical defense. This is not true. It's like it actually has mediocre physical defense, but it's actually the best physical defense in the game. So it has the best physical defense of the outfit, but it's not actually very good.
Actually.
It's like, how is that useful? How is that information useful to anyone?
So there's like one person that's just going around this wiki and just putting little bits of shit in things.
It's like, I'm not one of those people who dislikes the actually, because I always, if someone has more to add to something, I always want to know. But it must be useful. Like, the additional information, if it's useless, then why'd you tell me?
Just FYI. Come on, water boys.
Mom says.
Mama said alligators is ornery because they got all them teeth but no toothbrush.
It's been 10,000 years since I saw that movie.
That was Kathy
You're not
Bates.
missing much.
Like, what is Adam Sandler's weird spell he casts? Where he can get weirdly talented people to be in his movies randomly.
I have no idea.
I don't know why you guys had to do this. I just came for your drugs. You could have
I
just given.
just want some of your drugs.
You could have given them peacefully.
This is unrelated, but you know, at the very end of the Joe Dirt movie, where he meets his parents. Originally, and they filmed some of it, but there was some scheduling conflicts. His mother was Roseanne.
Oh.
And I want to see that so bad. I remember when I read that, I was like, oh, the whole movie's kind of ruined for me now. Because the thought of Joe Dirt's mother being Roseanne is the most perfect thing in the world. That is his mother, clearly. Like the little mullet bastard. It's like his mother is Roseanne, obviously.
It would
And
make
I just
sense.
imagine how that whole ending scene thing would have been. Like she'd just be yelling, and it would have been great. But I guess scheduling conflicts, they had to take her out and replace her with some other lady who was decidedly not Roseanne.
When was Joe Dirt put out? Wasn't that like 2002
Early
2 or 3, something like that?
Yeah.
Somewhere around then.
Back when Roseanne was
2001.
still a thing? Or they hadn't canceled it at that point, had they?
Well, Roseanne was ended in like the mid '90s.
Oh.
That was mid '80s to mid '90s. The Roseanne show's #1 competition was the Cosby Show. So it's like that's like mid '80s to mid '90s. Those
Hopefully
two shows,
Family Matters and Fresh Prince of Bel-Air were also up there.
yeah, those shows constantly traded for who was #1 like every year. They would swap spots.
I watched the shit out of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
I watched so much of it. It was a show that really hit home, being a kid who grew up in a trailer in Illinois with a loud mother, a loud, yelly mother who calmed down a lot as she got older.
Buddy, my friend. Put down your drugs, please.
They're
Allah
just
would not
chucking
like
shit
this.
out of fucking chemistry jars. These
They-
are some party students with sedatives in their pockets, and they're just taking random chemistry shit and just chugging it.
See what happens.
They're just mixing shit and they don't even know what it is, but they're still drinking it. Shit could be some fucking sulfuric acid and they just pop a Quaalude in there and it's a good party drink. You know where you get some good sulfuric acid. You just gotta throw it up, bro. Just throw it up, mix in some Quaaludes and drink it. I call it the Kyle Special. You can add a monster in there for extra flavor. But if you add the monster, you gotta drink the whole thing. Otherwise, you don't get the right kick.
Horrid.
I'm gonna look it up because I think there's a fun story about Martin Scorsese where he like took Quaaludes and went on a plane.
Quaaludes are an opiate, aren't they?
I believe so. One of those I can't feel my legs kind of drugs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's what made him do the Wolf of Wall Street, the Quaalude thing, if I remember correctly. Something to do with that.
Oh, we just ducked it. Guys, chill. Guys, chill. Guys, chill.
Oh, it was that decades ago he was prescribed Quaaludes because he had a intense fear of flying.
They just said,
Sometimes
"Here,
I get
go to sleep."
nervous on airplanes.
So give me a Quaalude.
I imagine it was effective.
Yeah, he was talking about how It's like you'd go up, you'd get scared. I would take the Quaalude, and by the time that we were landed, I would just be crying and hugging everyone because the high on Quaaludes.
Sounds like a good time. Party wolf. I haven't done much in the way of actual drugs. Closest thing that I would be able to say was one time I did try a Xanibar, but that was only one. And it didn't even really affect me. Or if it did, I didn't notice it.
I started taking a lot of pain pills there for a while.
You had a good reason, though.
I did. I was in a lot of pain.
That is kind of what they're for.
And I would take that oxy, you see, and then I'd be like, I'm still in pain, and I'd just look at another one, just look at it.
That's how it happens.
It's like I'm still in pain. I'm just like I just want to look at it.
I wonder if it'll help.
It was pills I got from a relative who had a surgery, and when they took the half of one, they were like asleep for 3 days. And I would take a full one and be like, I got stuff I need to do. I mean, I ran a D&D campaign as a DM while I popped one, and then like 30 minutes later ran a session of D&D.
I think I remember that.
I do as well.
So I was fine.
Yeah. Whenever I took the one, I had actually been drinking that night, so I was surprised I didn't feel anything. But no, I was even fine. I was up like another 3 or 4 hours just playing Europa Universalis, actually.
Right, it was right around the time where I got the tooth issue fixed. I was scoring a different painkiller that was a liquid one that I could drink, and it was far more potent, and I did not get to doing that. I was about to. One of those ones where if you take too much of it, it can make your heart stop.
Oh.
And I was about to upgrade, but I was like, okay, it's fine. I have an appointment. I just need to grit and bear it. I'll get to it.
And after that, you start looking at that crack rock real intently.
I was taking a lot of ibuprofen and acetaminophen a day. A lot.
That's not good for your liver.
That's not good for
I know.
liver.
Like 1,500 milligrams each of each one every day.
That's real not good for your liver.
I know.
Maybe
Like,
you should
but
not do
God
that.
damn it, I was in pain all the time.
Your pain is
second
not
of
a
every
reason
day.
to kill yourself.
Well, when I look back on it and I think about it, it's like literally for like half a year I was in pain, and it just got progressively worse and worse, and I just lived with it because the America.
That is
Like
how
I can't
America
afford
do.
it, so I was like, I'll just live with it.
Oh, say,
Yeah.
can you see by the dawn's early light?
Drinks
like,
from a
even
coffee
thinking
mug
back-
labeled liberal tears.
Even thinking back on it, like I remember I actually got to a dentist to fix it and like had the teeth removed, I think in October. It was fucking August when I couldn't sleep because of the pain, and I walked like 2 miles to the hospital, went to the emergency room and told them, give me something. And it was fully
Bernie Sanders would be foaming at the mouth.
I
Yeah,
will
'cause they
murder
later
a man
give you-
if you don't give me painkillers.
Yeah, because later they gave me a bill for $1,500, even though I went in, told them what the problem was, and told them what to give me.
Mm-hmm.
I
But you
told
see, a
them,
doctor's consultation was necessary.
I told them the specific drug to give me. I was like, I want this, and she said okay, and wrote me a script for that I requested, and that was $1,500.
I will say, actually,
Was it
I'm surprised you were
signature?
able to do that. because whenever I was doing med stuff, they explicitly told us that if someone tells you what drug they want, then they're probably a druggie seeking a fix.
Well, she looked at my mouth.
I imagine most cases that's probably true.
She looked in my mouth and she could see that there was a problem. I was like, I have these 2 teeth. I was like, I know I have a double infection. It hurts a lot. It's been hurting for months. Give me something. Like, give it right now. Give it right now. It's fucking 1 in the morning. God damn it. And I can't sleep because of the pain.
I can't be a productive member of society if you don't give me the means to do so.
Like months, because when I think about it, when I think back to it, the pain got to the point to where, like, it was starting to make it so that I couldn't sleep, and I was just like irritable all the time. It was probably like July, and I waited until August before I broke down and went to the ER, and then it wasn't until mid-October whenever I actually was able to go in somewhere and get it fixed, where I fully broke down. I was like, I don't care. Whatever needs to be done.
I think I've only ever had one issue that was similar to that, and that was when I think I was 13, and I actually had testicular torsion, and that was terrible.
Oh, fun.
Wow.
My nuts swelled up to the size of a grapefruit.
Uh-huh.
And it hurt. And I'm pretty sure at the same time I actually had a mosquito bite on my nuts, so that was a thing.
Just add to it.
It was not a fun time. I actually didn't need surgery for it, though. It ended up righting itself after a few days.
That tooth pain is what taught me that pain is totally relative.
Mm-hmm.
It's like whatever imagination you have for the worst pain that can possibly be, it's whatever the worst pain you've ever experienced is. You don't actually have a comprehension for pain higher than that until you physically feel it.
Which only
My
makes
understanding
sense.
of what 10 is on that graph is so totally different. I lived with like an 8 to 9 for months and months of my life. All the time. Go to sleep with a 7.
I would have ripped my own teeth out by that point. To be
It was real
perfectly
bad,
honest.
and I'm someone who I would consider,
Mhm.
I'm someone who I would consider to have a very high pain tolerance, and it got to the point where I was just like, just fucking kill me.
Just put me down. I'm done. It's too much.
Walk into a vet, it's like it's time.
Put me to sleep.
You got that thing that Anton Chigurh used in No Country for Old Men? Just use it. I'll bend right
Like,
down.
I'm suffering,
right
I'm
here.
in pain. Take me away.
It's like going to another country to get
Like,
it
yeah.
done.
Because it was I actually had the tooth pain for years, actually. But what it would do was it would flare up and be a problem. And it'd be a problem for a couple days, and then it'd go away for like a month, and then flare back up again. It would cycle like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, sometime in the summer of last year, it flared up and did not go away. And just kept getting worse and worse and worse. And then it wasn't until late fall that I did something about it.
Oh, it's just an arm cannon.
It takes like 10 bullets to fire, if I remember right.
Some ludicrous amount.
But it does a lot of damage. 12. So you'd have to cut yourself real good, and then you can fire another one.
Mm-hmm. You have to raise the amount. You can. There's some runes that when you do a visceral attack, you'll get Quicksilver bullets back. You got to get that one going. But it does lots of damage if you got the blood tinge.
Yeah, if you have a lot of blood tinge and you level it up a lot, that's actually a very lethal weapon. But
It can like take out chunks of a boss's health bar.
it's useful for whenever you're fighting a dangerous boss and their health gets down really low, and you don't want to get close to them. I wouldn't recommend you using it because you don't have any blood tinge, so you're not going to really get.
It won't do anything for you.
Okay, well, I don't really use anything in this hand anyway, so...
Yeah, I mean, McConnell's left hand was usually just empty. Like, literally empty whenever I was playing him.
I just got my Evelyn on my left hand.
So...
Evelyn, and then I'd have the Rosemarinus once I unlocked it, once my Arcane was 1,000,000 points. The Rosmarinus, by the way, is actually a pretty useful weapon. It actually does pretty decent damage. It scales heavily off of Arcane. It sprays a mist of magic.
So where do I need to go?
The Advent Plaza is the
Yeah,
name of
you
it.
want to go to the place that you fought the one Reborn at. Because past his boss fight
Not
is
that
the...
Not that one.
It'll probably be the second to last one, I would think, yeah.
That one.
The Advent Plaza.
I'm gonna see things.
I'm gonna go places. Oh, the places you'll go.
You fight the Shadows of Yarnum again.
Mm-hmm.
You
They're not
can't
all
quote
just the
Dr.
enemies.
Seuss. He's
Yeah,
been
they're just-
canceled.
They're respawnable enemy. What's been canceled?
Dr. Seuss. You can't quote him. He's been canceled.
I'll quote whoever I want.
He wasn't canceled because they did it to themselves.
They did. We went through.
No
this.
one asked them to pull those books. The Dr. Seuss Foundation did it on their own accord without anyone bringing it up.
We've been over this.
They sure did.
Just when you look at these people, just think like they're wearing antennas,
They're
Yeah.
all connected.
and they're all now mummies. These people were presumably alive like but a few hours ago,
They were doing that singing.
alive and well.
There's some children.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's that dickhead.
Hello.
That's Michelak.
You'll know him better in the future, even though he's dead.
He just makes random fucking noises. He's like whenever I'm being a dandy weirdo in a game and I just start screaming and stuff. That's who he is.
You're on the second floor.
Yes.
Hello.
More stuff.
There be church giants up here.
I think there's one. And it's over in the corner.
I think there's two, because I think there's one that's farther on, and I think there's another one that's guarding a chest.
Oh.
Said
lots of
again.
photos.
They know.
Oh, I saw you. Actually, surprised you didn't drop on me as soon as I walked in.
I never fucked with the second floor, because when I did my grinding, I didn't go up here. Because up here's dangerous.
What do you mean it's dangerous? Oh. Stay away.
Throwing rubbish at you with their little watering cans.
Oh, you have more health than they did.
They give a bit more blood souls, too.
Well, that's nice at least. Good of them. I see.
There he is.
I'm just gonna walk this way and pretend like you don't notice me. Stop throwing shit. Give me my shit. And there's a chunk.
Yummy, yummy chunks.
Yummy bloody chunks. Oh yeah. Alright, sir. Are you gonna make this difficult?
Yes.
Yes.
Look at him looking at you ominously. He's got a fire hand.
Ooh. Oh, he broke it. Can I break these?
Hulk smashing about.
I can't, but he can.
He's
Sir.
stuck on a little stool.
Whoa.
You're really being a lot. Don't hurt yourself. Ow. Why are you making this difficult?
Because.
It really seems like you don't have a reason. You're just doing it. All I wanted was to come here and kill things. Ow!
He's things.
Yeah. He's like, what about me?
You're not a person. Why would I kill you?
But he's your kind.
What do you mean? I am
So
Joe
he was-
Human.
That
There's a
drop
way
down,
down there, by the way.
I saw
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Seeing what's
that
over
drop
here.
down leads to friend.
Yeah. And the door with the evil smoke coming out of it, that leads to another whole other area, so you can save that for later.
Okay. Hello, Mr. Friend.
Patches?
Are you a good guy? You don't seem like a good guy. Oh.
Patches is a bit different in this game.
He's been like this the whole time.
Go up and talk to him.
Okay. Ah!
I knew what he was about to do, and I knew how it would affect you.
I hate you.
You'll be seeing some more of that when you're in the Nightmare Menses.
I think they're called Nightmare Apostles.
Yeah.
Amygdala? Oh, how did this come to pass?
Like, do not slay me. I am
Do
such a
not
lovely.
kill.
I loved how his legs
Wait
twitch.
just a moment.
Of
I
course they
don't.
do.
They twitch about.
Me?
Do you,
Do you
forgive
think ill of
Patches?
me?
Do you forgive him? They always give you this choice in every game he's in.
Yeah. Do you think ill of me?
I do, but fine.
I am beautiful.
No.
Indeed. I should think not.
He's closer to the spiders in the Nightmare of Menses you'll be seeing. Just to warn you, there's more.
Oh.
You should appreciate it. If you've
They
acquired
drop
the
on from the
gratitude
ceiling and stuff.
And there's a big one.
I appreciate it.
He sounds perfectly sane. I like his little necklace.
I do too.
He sounds incredibly sane.
The most sane.
No matter. Such
No matter.
questions are trifling. We're fast friends by now.
Sure.
Let this express
Best
what
pals.
words
He'll be at
cannot.
your wedding.
Don't please.
Oh, doubt me not, sweet compeer.
The anti-clockwise metamorphosis. Wouldn't it be great if they called
That's
it
stamina.
the Withershins metamorphosis?
Yeah, that would have been a better way to do
Like
it.
just a weird mouthful of shenanigans.
Well met.
Widdershins Metamorphosis.
But I feel a profound thought occurring
Oh, yeah?
on the good grace of a certain god and the way he meted out his love.
Are you telling me lore secrets?
He is. He knows things and he's not sane.
Well met. On the good
I bet you he was probably just like a student here or something like that, and then he became a spider because why not?
Probably.
Well,
That's
if they
just
can turn
always
into
weird.
water, then he can turn into a spider.
Because the other place you found him at, you've now unlocked a shortcut that goes from the
Yeah.
first floor to the second floor.
And I guess
Patches
I don't
has
have a
been in
reason
every Soulsborne game. He's just a universal constant.
But the first time you meet him, he was not that far from Bergenworth, so I bet you he was just like a student who got weird.
I guess that explains why I never saw him in his full glory.
He was hiding.
Huh. Where'd you come from?
I saw a hand.
Fingers coming in from off screen.
Do you have friends in here? Are they above me? I don't see them. But that doesn't mean they're not there. Okay. What's over here? Hello?
You're above the main lecture hall.
I remember killing all of you guys. A bunch. And there's a note. Master Willem was right. Evolution without courage will be the ruin of our race. Oh.
Master Willem and the people of Bergenworth just generally disagree with the church. They're
I
like, how
see.
about we not?
Is this
And then the
evolution with
church broke off,
purpose?
and then the school people broke off. With some people, it's like, how about we do though, but in a different way.
There's a number of groups that split off there.
Yeah.
I hear a sound.
It's the sound of your lantern.
Oh. You killed my friends.
I think you've gotten everything up here. I think.
Maybe?
I don't recall any big items here.
I feel like there may have been something.
You got the chunk, you got the anti-clockwise metamorphosis room. You got some sedatives.
I guess we open up the smoky
The
door.
Augur of Ebritus is the big thing here.
He already got it. It was downstairs.
And the communion, you got that. So I think you're good.
Oh,
You can go outside.
Now where are we going?
I don't know, but that didn't look like a good
so-
place.
The nightmare.
You gotta bob and weave. So there's gonna be before you go anywhere. I don't want to be here all fucking night. Okay. So off in the distance, there'll be a tower.
Mm-hmm.
And when it glows and you start hearing the sound, that means that you need to get behind.
It's line of sight based.
That will, break the line of sight between you and the tower.
So it shoots
If you
lasers.
don't, you'll take frenzy.
It shoots it. It's trying to speak to you.
Yeah.
That's worse.
There's a thing trying to speak to you, and it hurts when it does that.
Holy menses.
Maybe it should stop speaking to me.
You should go make contact with it.
I don't like that. I hear a baby. Are you okay?
These creatures that just seem to hang around in all the nightmares.
Yeah, they're just kind of around.
They just seem to be the cosmic creature of choice.
Oh!
I think the small sword is better for them.
It made maggots
Actually, when the last time you fought them, you had it right. Because you had fire on your sword, and when you kill those things with fire, the maggots don't.
Oh yeah.
And-
the other ones had that. I forgot about that bit.
Yeah.
Oh!
Ooh.
And
Remember, they're full of hate.
Oh, yeah.
just by chance, the last time you were in a nightmare, you had the fire sword.
Fucking die! Goddamn maggots!
So I think if the final kill is fire,
Oh, I didn't mean to use
that was
that.
incorrect. But I think if the final kill is a fire-based attack, then the maggots
I
don't
believe
spawn.
that's how that
So
works.
just bap them with the torch at the end.
Give me your shit. You better
It's a
give me a
beast, so it's
fucking
gonna be
rock.
Kind of weak to fire anyway. So
Oh, just three
Ooh,
chunks. I
three
guess.
chunks.
That's still worth it.
I would kill for chunks.
look at these beautiful trees.
Is that what these are?
I bet you those are the people from Yahar Ghul
Probably.
who came
Their
with
mishmashed appearances.
Stay away.
That was a very lazy, lackadaisical run.
Just
So in the future, pick up the bloody fucking pace.
Hello.
So,
No, thank you.
you might need to pop some pills. So don't fight anything. You just need to sprint and run. So when you go forward, you're going to want to hook left, and you'll go across the bridge. And then when you're
Go
across
that
the
way.
bridge, When you're across the bridge, you'll be on a path. You'll go right, and then you'll go through some double doors, and then you'll be good. Later, you can come back here and pick up all the stuff whenever this isn't happening.
No, thank you.
Pop 'em.
You could potentially look through your stuff and see if there's anything with high frenzy resistance.
I'll just run.
If you want. Up to you.
Leave me alone. Stop it.
It's just making
Keep
contact.
running. Keep running.
I'm trying.
I like the noises
Yeah.
they make.
Now these are lovely boulder guys, so just keep running. I remember we were going through here, and we got all the way to the fucking doors, and one boulder guy at the very beginning threw a rock and hit Jordan in the back of the head.
It dead instantly. The skull cracked open.
Like right here, he like got the door open, then just like zoomed it from across the fucking map and killed him like instantly. Okay, so this is a bad room that Jordan hated. So this is the spider room. It has all of the spiders, but you need to just get through it.
Just slowly walk in and see what's on the ceiling.
You can see some of them. Like it's not this room, it's
farther in.
the next room.
The next.
You can see
You'll
some of them. There's actually spider eggs on the ground and stuff like that.
Oh. Oh.
So what you want to do here
Yeah.
is when you enter the room, you're going to want to go right, because if you go to the right, it'll be narrower and it'll be harder for them to swarm.
Okay. I'm gonna go.
So
You missed it.
I missed it.
You did. Yeah, there's the stairs.
Okay. You use that. The upper bits.
Ooh. Oh. Oh.
They're
stay
very-
away.
They do quite a lot of damage.
Oh. I couldn't.
Oh, they pushed you against the wall.
Oh, I hate it.
So now you gotta zippy do back across again. It's fine. You're in the nightmare.
That is
Everything
exactly what
dealing-
this is.
It's weird because everything dealing with Mensis before this, including Mensis itself, is just like an amalgamation of like parts. And then you get here and it's like good old-fashioned horror stuff.
Leave
He
me
has
alone.
long venom hands.
He did.
I think it was going back down. Just leave me alone. Just put your rocks
You
down.
can see why we were saying you having 2 sedatives was not enough.
Yeah.
Later on, there's like a bridge that's full of winter lanterns that you have to cross too, which is a real bastard.
That sounds
So
like
you'll
a
want to
real
not go in that room you went into and just be in this hallway instead.
Oh.
It's like because this hallway will give you more wiggle room.
Oh.
So if you have a pebble or something, you can throw it at it and knock it down.
I think I have exactly 1 pebble.
You have only
You have
one.
one
I feel
lucky.
like I had thousands.
Well, he does use them quite a lot.
I feel like I used a decent amount.
I never used them. So one thing that'd be useful here is if you could shoot laser beams from your eyes, because Jordan could do that, and it was very helpful.
It was. Look at the
Hello.
twitching.
little friends.
The twitching is the worst part.
I know. You see what I mean? How these are far more spider than the ROM spiders were?
Yeah,
Yes.
we were bringing that up.
Like you thought they were spiders, but it was like, no, but those are not really spiders. These are spiders.
So if you wanted to, you can now get through this room. But I will say these guys are all worth quite a bit of souls. But you
could
now,
run through if you wanted.
yeah, you could drop down and then
Over that way.
just get those legs right up in the screen.
Ha.
I believe they can path to you, by the way.
They can.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
So he's gonna run up there and come over here to you.
1 at a time is fine. Hey, buddy. How you doing?
You encounter these fuckers so much in the labyrinth. so much.
There's also the bell ringing maidens that just love to summon them.
Yeah. I would say you don't have to fight this. Because if you
Okay.
go forward, you can get a lamp and then don't have to run through the horrible bad.
Okay. I'll do that. Well, I heard it drop.
I heard a thud.
This way.
Over here. Oh, I dropped something.
Ooh, don't die.
I'll try.
Big boss is coming.
There's also a man.
There's a bad man.
He's not a nice man.
Do I have to kill him? Okay, they're
They're
leaving.
backing up. So, if I remember right, he's rather dangerous.
Oh. I thought you were leaving.
Very nice of this man not to attack you. I think probably that doorway is probably his aggro range.
Oh, hi. Where did you come from?
Oh. From the room.
Stop it. Get some help. Oh, he's decided. Oh! Leave me alone!
Oh! He's like, get
Okay.
wrecked!
He emoted at you!
Okay.
Dead. Dishonor!
Dishonor on your whole family.
The Rose Marina sings when it's fired. By the way, you can hear like a
It's
choir
Arias.
That was
going
real.
"Ah," at you.
That was real not cool. I have to use
Do it
more
again.
sedatives. Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
That he gets you every time. Oh, you're out of blood vials.
That's
Oh.
not good.
Okay, so
I was told you had like 300.
I did whenever I last stopped farming. That was a while ago, though.
So we need to get your blood souls, get forward, defeat this man, and then when you get to the lamp, well, you'll unlock a shortcut that goes back to the lamp in the beginning. And then you can go back and buy a bunch of blood souls, but you just need to not get hit, preferably.
Preferably. Oh. Delicate balance.
I think the smaller sword will be much better off here because you can hit them and then get out of the way.
What if I just shoot you? That's not a shoot.
Hello.
Ha! Come, fight me. One at a time, just as God intended.
Like, never more than one, please God.
The trick, to these guys is you want to get behind them. And they know it because they'll zip back as soon as you get behind them. But all their attacks are forward facing.
They know, they know, they know. They know, they know, they know. They know, they know.
I would suggest just not fighting the big one at all. Because it hits
It's like the smaller ones, but bigger.
Oh,
it hits so hard. And its hitbox is way longer than you think it is.
Well, that always makes me happy. They know just how to please me.
Bap.
I shot you. Are you going to do something about it? Pussy.
We have this hunter fight coming up, and I'm not so sure.
I'm going to figure
He
it out.
is the Rose Marina, so you don't have to worry about him parrying you. Nice.
That is true.
I would suggest in hunter fights always use the smaller sword.
Yeah. I don't want to have to...
They're way too fast for you to be swinging around a huge sword.
I mean, I used the Moonlight Sword on them, but that was because I did 8 million damage per hit. So I would just need even the NPC hunters that have stupid amounts of health. I just needed to hit them a couple times.
Hello, friend.
Marigo is much louder here.
Who's that behind you?
Another friend.
You have a sword just like mine. Oh, that hurts so bad.
He probably has a million arcane.
Probably.
He has unlimited bullets. All the hunters have unlimited bullets. He did a swing that just straight up didn't hit you for some reason. The sword went like through your torso. And, he just missed with that. That probably would have killed you.
Yeah.
No, no, no!
I felt it! I felt it!
I'm faster than you now.
Oh, he got you. You had like one.
He had like
One
fucking.
hit.
He had like 50 health.
Yeah, that was a mistake of him pulling out the big one, though. He did the exact issue that we just talked about. Where he was making it so that you were trading hits back and forth.
Yeah.
That is a losing streak.
Alright.
You have 3 set of gives left.
Okay.
And 9 blood vials. You might
Once more into the breach, dear friend.
You might need to retreat and go back to the lecture hall, get more sedatives and more souls so that you can buy more blood vials so that you can... Okay.
Mama ain't raised no bitch.
Because, I mean, there's a low chance of you dying in the lecture hall, and so you just be juggling your blood souls you have up there on the bridge. You have reached a point to where it is more efficient to get a bunch of blood souls and then buy a huge amount of blood vials than actually farming the blood vials themselves at this point.
I do like cost effectiveness. I hate these. They're wrong, and they're spiders. These are both crimes.
Eh.
Oh, I thought I killed you. I don't like the skitter. It's so fast. And it never ends.
In the labyrinth, they'll just have a whole, like, I would describe a carpet of them that'll come at you.
Oh,
You're gonna fall off.
no, I won't.
You fucking Looney Tunes on the edge of that fucking bridge.
Mother calls me Daffy. Come on. I'm waiting for you.
Shink, shink, shink. You know something else I was looking for the other day, Jordan? I was trying... You remember those, like, wonderful D&D Bloodborne rules we found, like, years ago now?
Mm-hmm.
I was looking for them, and I couldn't find them on the internet. Which worried me greatly, because it had a lot of really good custom rules for parrying and stuff like that, and Bloodborne-y stuff. And I could not fucking find them. I'll have to look again at some point in the future later. But a few days ago,
It was on Reddit.
It might have been. I remember it was it was like links to a PDF where they had a book set up.
Did From Software do investigative work and decide it was unneeded?
That is possible.
This is not sanctioned, and it's potentially keeping us from making money, so no.
It is possible.
I don't like spiders. Spiders are bad. I don't like spiders. Spiders are bad. Spiders are stinky and I hate them very much. They're so terrifying.
Look at his little face.
It doesn't even have eyes.
It doesn't need eyes to see.
Its wee little face.
It was coming for ya.
Look at those long.
I don't like that.
That's an Australian spider, is what that is.
Yes.
You have 2 sedatives left.
Yep.
Dead.
Okay. Okay.
And then he emotes again.
He keeps doing it.
Go back to the lecture hall.
Okay.
You could see why we were like, you should grind, you need to prep for this area.
I did grind, but I used a bunch.
It's all gone.
So get some sedatives and then use the blood souls you get from the lecture hall to buy blood vials.
Why are there still blood vials around? I feel like they should be running out by now. I did just kill potentially the source. Or maybe they just figured out how to
Say
make
that.
it now.
The game will realize.
It'll dry up.
No.
The blood will dry up.
No, please. I need that.
Like, well, you should have thought of that before killing our god.
Well, maybe you shouldn't have made pacts with dark gods.
Like, fuck you came here for the blood too.
I was dying.
Like, canonically, that's why your character came here.
Yeah. You are also wearing church clothes and wielding
Yes.
Well,
and wearing a crown that was by a servant of the church.
hey, it's my crown. I definitely earned it. I don't think I still have the iron on.
I'm going to make myself dinner.
Okay.
So I will
Being
I will-
inefficient.
I will be silent for a while.
Make yourself some dinner.
Being there.
Alright, party boys. We got one sedative there.
Yo, man, we just got invited to the greatest party by the sorority, man. You gotta come with us.
Yo, bro. What kind of party you got going, man?
Those chicks got eyes in all the right places.
Bro, I got like 90 eyes in my head, bro. I'm down. I'm so fucking down, dude.
It's righteous.
Like, dude, you don't even know how down I am, dude. I've never been more down, except when I was, like, depressed, bro. That was real down. But that's not, like, the same down, you know? It's just down.
Different kind.
Yeah. There's, like, a good down, and then there's, like, a down, you know? Like, you know. Yeah. P. Shaw. Can you guys just stop vomiting on the floor for like 30 minutes while I just murder you over and over again? Ow.
That would be nice.
Like, do you guys just take your drugs and pass out in the middle of the lecture hall just so that you can throw up on the floor when somebody else comes in? Is this just like a normal behavior for you people? What about you over here, guy? Takes a lot of extra
There's a
effort.
door that is. Oh no.
There was? I didn't even know.
Oh, is that the one? Is that maybe the one that led to the frontier? I just saw it out of the corner of my eye.
Here's that
Yeah,
one.
never mind.
Okay.
I saw you run around and there was an unopened door.
I take special care to open every door I see.
Every door must be open.
Every door must be opened. Let's go back to Dreamland. What am I doing? This way. You guys, give me all.
How many did you buy?
32.
That's not enough.
I need more.
We need much more.
Get rid of a lot of your fucking insight while you're at it.
Yeah.
Like, go to like the fucking insight shop, buy some chunks, get it down to like, you know, like get it down to like 50 or so.
There's just not a reason to have that much.
Beyond 50, no. There's no benefit.
Spending the things I'm farming for. Bastards. Bullets and drugs.
Said again.
Drugs.
Said again.
This is actually the most drugs I've gotten in one run so far.
Get all them sedatives.
I had unlimited sedatives. I had like 80 in my fucking briefcase. I had enough to get distribution charges thrown at me from the district attorney.
Sir, it looks like you were caught with roughly
80 vials of morphine.
80 vials of morphine.
It's like,
Why do
it's
you
not-
even get
What's
80
the description
vials?
of this sedative?
It's
I
probably
actually don't
some
remember.
blood in it and stuff, I'm sure.
It's at the top. It's at the top. I think it's like thick blood or something.
Those who dive into
you
the
can make books
arcade
at
fall all too easily to madness, and thick human blood serves to calm the frayed nerves of these inquisitive minds. So yeah, we just drink human blood. Normal
Bet you it's
human blood.
opioid mixed with blood.
Mm-hmm.
With old blood.
Because
Because
it
it's
makes you
got
feel
that,
better.
it's got that, you know, sort of tea colored look to it, which is how liquid like heroin and opium looks.
Mm-hmm. Very brown and soupy. Come, face your doom at the hands of Ludwig's holy blade. Face...
Yeah, the bullets you get from here is nice as well, because by the time I started grinding these people, I was teleporting all over the shop. So I was actually using my
Throwing
bullets.
out some tentacles, doing the auger.
Yeah, I was using my bullets at quite a quick rate. Especially the empty phantasm shell. Any fight of any significance, I was enchanting my weapons.
Are you dead? All of you?
You could also start selling your bullets in bulk to make money to then buy blood vials if you so wanted. If you have a lot of excess.
I'm sure I have loads of excess. I've barely been using any bullets for anything.
You can only have 600 stored in your crate back home.
So if you find yourself getting close to the limit, that's the point where it's like sell off 100 at a time.
Well, I do feel like that's probably going to happen since I seem to collect roughly
9 bullets per sedative that I get. Take me home, country roads.
To the place I belong.
West Virginia, Mootin' Mammy,
Mama,
Chicky
take me
Queen,
home. That country road.
I hear a voice in the morning as she calls me. The radio reminds me of my home far away.
You have a total of 71 vials.
You
I need
more.
more.
The DLC will drain you.
It will.
I have
Yeah, you have
483
hundreds of
or
bullets.
38 bullets.
We went into the DLC with hundreds and came out like, oh, we're running low.
What is it?
Yes, I know. But one session at a time.
I know. I'm just saying, just like you will so need more.
We just need to get through Mikolash.
I need to sell items. So, all 20 that I have on me. I'm not gonna use them.
And then go up to your little storage, pick them up, and then you do that until you sell at least 100. There's no quicker way to do this.
Aren't they supposed to be like right here? Oh, that's what's on me. Maybe? Oh, R2. There we go. Give me.
Probably could store all of your ritual stuff if you so wanted to just clean your inventory. Since you're never going to use any of it.
True. Oh, they're only 600 apiece.
Mm-hmm. I would say with the amount of sedatives you have and the amount of blood vials you have enough to go forward in the Nightmare Mensa some more. When we were in the labyrinth, it got to the point where I was like, there were times where I needed to access my inventory very quickly because I had so much shit in my hotbar and so much shit like in my various quick grab areas that I had to clean out my inventory so that I can quickly find stuff.
And important stuff we had to be doing.
Like in boss fights, like, ah, fuck, I gotta look through my briefcase.
Mhm. Going through the briefcase in a boss fight, it's like, oh, where'd I put this?
Oh, where did I put those? Oh, this cap comes with a blindfold.
Yeah, the blindfold cap goes. It's like a tricorn cap. I quite like it.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, you don't need eyes to see where you're going.
Just put it all away. I'll never wear it again. I'll just sell these and probably go farm up some more.
Why did Kaz grant Rom eyes? Did they ever say?
Well, if you put it together, the umbilical cord that Bergenworth had was the one from the Orphan of Kaz, so they contacted Kaz through the umbilical cord from the Orphan that they got from the fishing hamlet.
Okay. I see.
So that's why that one answered the call.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
How exactly do they call them?
It's like, oh yeah, that makes sense. I see now.
I understood that completely.
I know, but I just the insane story that is weaved.
I have no idea.
It's like they got the umbilical cord from the fishing hamlet, of course, and they contacted the dead god Kos because her orphan, you know.
We will be able to sit down and explain a lot of things when the DLC hits, because why the Hunter's Dream is a thing, and why the Moon Presence is a thing, and all that can be explained once we learn more about Maria and the fishing village.
Maria, Maria, you know I am a righteous man. One of my favorite Disney songs in any movie.
I agree.
Who plays Frollo?
I don't remember, but he's long dead.
I know, but he
And
had a wonderful
Ian
voice.
McKellen and Patrick Stewart, my only two acceptable choices for that live action role, are only getting older, Disney.
They're ancient. They're ancient.
They aren't getting younger, and Patrick Stewart, he's... they had that Picard show, and there were scenes where he had to climb steps and stuff, and it looked scary.
Oh, he may not be able to climb these stairs.
Fall over and shatter like glass.
I
remember when Patrick Stewart was in Logan. It's like, oh, you look so ancient.
It's like, oh, Patrick Stewart.
I remember when you were young.
I thought that he looked that old just because they used makeup.
Oh, he's pretty old.
I know he's old, but it didn't hit me.
I think he might be beyond the magical 80 number.
Oh.
Where it could happen at any moment.
Yeah.
Come on.
In Crusader Kings, once you hit 70, then it's just potentially every day that goes
when you
by.
hit past 50, I would say.
And then it's like any day now. Any day.
And Europa Universalis ain't much better.
Yeah.
Like, even though that game takes place in the 1600s, once people are like 50, I'm like, they're gonna die any fucking minute.
For some reason, your heirs like to really die in a hunting accident.
They love it. They fucking love it. In Europa Universalis, and because the royal families don't really matter that much in that game, it's not like in Crusader Kings where it's like you get to, like, the heir is sick and you know they've been sickly and whatever. That's happening, but you don't see it because you're too busy running the state, you see.
It could just be one day your fucking 40-year-old king up and dies, and his heir is like 5 years old, and now you can't do a war or anything for like 13 years while your fucking council is ruling. And that's
In my current playthrough as Italy, I have been blessed with like average to above average leaders repeatedly.
That is a blessing.
I have been cursed with my leaders really not wanting to make heirs, so I have to spend points to make an heir happen. Unlike in Crusader Kings, where an heir just, like, that whole thing that happened with Sam and all that, that can't happen, really, in Europa Universalis. If you have a stupid king who refuses to have an heir, you can press a magical button where he will, like, clap his hands and
do
like,
a magical ritual.
and choose some, like, distant relative and say, this is my heir.
It just takes a hit of prestige and legitimacy. That's the only
Yeah, they have a legitimacy mechanic on there where some of the people are like, are you really of the line? And the king's like, shut up, yes.
Yes, of course, of course.
If your legitimacy is low, your country is in turmoil. There's
so
no
you
way
have to,
around
like, marry other royals and stuff like that to tell them it's like, everything's fine, shush, 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 shush.
If you're a democracy, though, then that's actually Republican tradition that you have to worry about instead of legitimacy.
Yeah, if you're like a republic, there's republic tradition, which is like standard, republic operating procedure. But if you get some authoritarians in power, you see they start messing with how things work, you see, and you start getting like authoritarianism starts rising, until eventually you get a leader who becomes president and his term ends, and then he doesn't want to leave.
And that can very much happen. And honestly, it really should. Leave me alone.
And then you can get your republic can turn into a presidential dictatorship, and then that can form into a monarchy. We as Americans would know nothing about this. Totally alien concept to us.
What you should do, though, is be an absolute monarch until the age of revolutions. And once the actual revolution happens, you should adopt that as quickly as possible. Because...
I'm looking forward to doing the Dutch Republic stuff later on when we do our game of that later. Because I like how their Republic government works. I'm going to have the Orangists in power all the time.
It is very unique. And it's one of the better governments in the game.
They have basically they elect quote-unquote presidents that are really basically the king, who serve for life and tend to be of a particular royal family, but they are elected.
For your government, there are a bunch of different, like, actual tenets, I guess, that you can establish with your government. And Republican governments have, like, 9 of them you can choose from, and that's, like, it goes down from the very beginning to we are a republic all the way down to presidential dictatorship, or, like, reinforce the Republican traditions, or just say fuck it and we're gonna be a monarchy, or you can just say we're just, well, after a certain point, if you have territory in certain places, you can do all kinds of things. You can become a horde if you really, really want to.
You can just become the Mongols if you wanted to.
You can.
Like, I know that we were Pym Renaissance Italians earlier, but I think we should all just get on fucking horses and raid. I think that's what our lives should become, I guess. You're in a situation. You just kept rolling.
I had to.
We're rolling and rolling.
Rolling on the river.
But yeah, I know that whenever I have the Dutch Republic stuff, I'm just going to keep the Oranges in power all the time. Not only because their bonuses seem better, but you don't have to, instead of having elections every 4 years, you just elect the leader and then they're that way until they die.
Yeah.
And also, it seems that a lot of the Dutch events require the Oranges to be in power. So I just put them in power.
Makes sense. Whenever the actual revolution happens, England has a whole unique event chain where you get Oliver Cromwell and such.
I saw that, yes. Oh, I also looked up how turning national leaders into military leaders works.
Mm-hmm.
Because we were asking about Napoleon. Because Jordan, you see in this game, you can actually have a series of events where if you're playing as France, your leader becomes Napoleon fucking Bonaparte.
Mm-hmm. And he's real good.
And he has some real high fucking stats.
He's real good.
But basically what I saw is that they do an algorithm where the number of pips that they start off with is like... It's a really complicated algorithm, but it's like army tradition times something, you know, plus 7 times the military score that the leader has, you know. So from the math I saw, and the pips, like the categories they are distributed randomly. From what I saw, Napoleon, with all his stats, if you had like even a decent army tradition when ordering him to become a general, he'd probably have a minimum of 3 pips in each category, I would say.
And that's real good. That's like
like
almost
minimum.
a 3-star in and of itself.
That's because with the you know random, it's possible that like that would be the lowest possible chance you get with him. If you had any bonuses to like leaders getting like automatic buffs, it's more likely he'd have 4 at least in every category that will, you know, 4-4-3.
And by that point, you should have at least 3 to 4 different idea trees done. And
Yeah.
at least one of those, preferably 2, would be a military.
I was thinking about it, and in the future, when we transition to Europa Universalis with Alba, if Jordan and Sam didn't want to do it, it'd be fine, I'd say, because I'll be coming in. So you'd still have someone else there, but I just would have liked the continuity of them being there.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess you'd still be there. So there'd still be some continuity. But we would have to teach an entire new game that is, I think, far more punishing of mistakes.
Yeah,
Far
it's
more
real
punishing of
easy to just
mistakes.
get swamped in like the first 50 years.
You gotta really politic. Like, real hard.
England,
You gotta-
at the very beginning, the only reason they don't just outright kill Scotland is because they're allied with France. That's the only reason.
Well, I don't know how any of that's going to work out whenever we like port them over.
Yeah, that is also a huge thing.
I think that there's a good chance. I think if like the Empire of Britannia happens in Crusader Kings, I think there's a very good chance that we'll start with basically the British Empire, and we'll have Great Britain's bonuses.
Which would be really nice, since Great Britain does have some of the best bonuses in the game. And you can have a Scottish Great Britain. There's no necessary thing that it has to be English.
And the capital needs to be London, please God.
Please God, make it London.
I was just, in my playthrough as Italy, I was just looking around in Europe, because I was so hyper-focused on North Italy, trying to get everything built up, that I ignored the world for a long time. I was looking around, and I was looking, and Perth is basically what the Scottish capital would be, because St. Johnston is like a medieval thing, and modern day Perth is where it's at. And London fully had like 4 times the development of Perth.
Yeah, and it's in a better trade node.
Yeah, Perth had like no bonuses, none, and London had numerous. Yeah.
It's like comparing Constantinople to like some backwater in the middle of Mongolia.
It's like Imperial Rome and Mount Vernon is the difference. And I'm not being hyperbolic there.
Hometown pride.
Okay. Let's go fight the Roman Empire.
Yeah.
I think
we'll summon the militia, I guess.
It's a bunch of good old boys in yee trucks. Got their John Deere caps on, and they got the chew in their mouths.
Yes, sir.
We ain't gonna die to no Italians. Oh, I think I have like 120.
And then in the far future, when we go to Victoria, that'll be a learning experience for everyone.
Yeah.
It's like, I bought it because it was on sale for nothing. I got it and all its DLCs. But that'll be a whole new experience.
I know Victoria is when they start introducing supplies and supply lines.
It's the transition to Hearts of Iron where I get glassy-eyed and don't know what I'm doing anymore.
I know everything leading up to it, but I don't know about that. I've never seen any gameplay of Victoria 2 or of Hearts of Iron 4, to be perfectly honest. I've seen little tiny snippets of gameplay of Hoi 4.
I fucking bought that game, right? And then I looked up like an interview where someone was like, yeah, we're not really prioritizing. It was like one of the leaders of Paradox. It was like, we're not really prioritizing Victoria. If it's something that's going to happen with that, it'd be about 2025.
Well,
and then
yeah, and
the moment I fucking bought it, they announced Victoria 3. The instant. The lying motherfucker.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm actually surprised they're doing that instead of another Hearts of Iron, to be perfectly honest. From what I've seen, I know Hearts of Iron have just as active a community as Europa Universalis. Then I guess Crusader Kings also had a fairly active community too. But I've never seen anybody really talk about Victoria. What's the span for Victoria? I actually don't know how long the span of time is. EU4 is like 400 years. Well, a little under 400, like 370. But it's a long ass time. But it takes that long for technology to change, and I imagine it's not that quick or that slow for Victoria.
Yeah, I'm like 20 hours into my current playthrough of the game, and I'm in like 1570, and the game starts in like 1440, and it doesn't end until the early 1800s, so...
Wait, it starts in 1440?
Europa Universalis does.
Oh, yeah, that does, yeah. I meant Victoria.
Victoria.
O Nike, winged goddess of victory, lead us and our men to glory on this battlefield today. We sacrifice this hare so that you might show us the true truth. And as its guts and blood spill upon the earth, we can learn the truth of the world and the future. Are you dead? You're all dead? No, you're still over there slumped. You got nothing. Nothing but blood.
All the blood you could ever wish for.
So much blood. I like blood.
Isn't it lovely?
Lovely, lovely blood. How you doing, dollface? And yes, I did just go around for no reason. How many is that? $180. Do I need more? Well,
You could always use more.
I always need more, but do I need more?
You could probably be fine for now.
We can give it a shot. The nightmare of Menzies. How can a period have a nightmare?
Well, the School of Mensis was an offshoot of the Healing Church.
Oh. That sounds
So
ominous.
it is the nightmare of the School of Mensis. The School of Mensis is the ones that were doing this stuff in Yahar'gul.
Why does it want to talk to me? I don't want to talk to it.
It wants to talk to you.
I really... Oh, I'm gonna die. It happens. Those guys decided they wanted to hit me. Fine. I was trying to conserve sedatives, but fine. I think I can make it with just one. I'll just wait for him to get over this way. Oh, he has my shit. Well, that's rude. Uh-oh. Oh, that was close. Leave me alone. I wonder what's speaking to people up there.
I don't know, but it's something.
It's definitely something.
Something that drives you insane just from hearing it.
Am I hearing it, or am I quote-unquote hearing it?
I think you're making contact with it.
So that's more of a quote-unquote.
Yes.
Things just start glowing, and in my head I start hearing things.
Yes.
That it hurts.
Yes.
Why do they have to whisper so loud?
I don't know.
Those voices could really just, like, speak at a normal volume, and, like, if they
could.
If they really wanted to, they could just sound totally reasonable. They don't have to sound all eldritch and weird and shit. And maybe we could have a dialogue.
I think if those voices spoke at a normal volume, your frenzy would go up even higher.
Probably.
Well, I don't like that. So maybe they just shouldn't speak.
So rude of you. You come to his home and you tell him, "Don't even talk to me." And you
Yeah.
As I go
That's
through
what
his
you're
home
doing.
and kill everything.
You kill his pets. You kill his spiders. You kill his bird dogs, which you'll see later, and dog birds, both.
Oh,
Those are
yay.
different things.
Okay, you say so.
They're clearly different things.
Dog bird and bird dog. Ha! I shot you. What you gonna do with all that junk? All that junk inside
All that junk
trunk?
inside that trunk. I'ma get you drunk and off my hump. My lovely lady lumps. Check it out.
She got me spending.
Spending all your money on me and spending time on me.
Might as well be singing fucking Frank Sinatra. Really.
No one knows who that is. Her name has been lost to the winds.
Found on old clay cuneiform tablets.
Like the writer of Amazing Grace, no one knows their name.
Huh?
Oh, are you gonna make this easier on me? Oh
That came out in 2005.
Oh God!
So 16
ridiculous.
years. If you were born when that song came out, you're driving.
Yep.
Maybe they shouldn't be driving.
They made a Sims game about the Black Eyed Peas.
I know. I don't.
The herbs.
Uh,
The whole time there's just like they re-recorded their fucking music in SimWish. Isn't that amazing?
I know. Mm-hmm.
That is actually pretty impressive.
They got several people to do that in at least The Sims 4, and I'm sure earlier ones.
I know
The Sims 4.
I know I remember Katy Perry doing
Katy Perry did one. An artist named Kari Camel, she did one.
it. Stop looking at me! Are you still chasing? Yes, you are.
Why would they ever stop?
That's a good question. Fully expecting my skull to just be taken by a boulder from the back.
That'll happen.
Hi. Stop screaming.
You are also allowed to just run by that man. There's no law against it.
Well, it's personal now.
You won't be arrested for daring to do such a thing.
He's killed me lots, and I'm not a fan of that. Uh-oh.
If
Bad
you would
idea.
like to just unlock the shortcut and then go back to kill him.
Like he has emoted at him many times.
He has, in fact.
That big spider is so fast. He fucking broomed through there.
I'm waiting. Why don't you come back this way, little boy? Shut that baby up!
Hello, friend. Oh God! The spider actually scared me more than the guy. Ow. Okay. I was not expecting the spider, actually. I thought I had left the spiders behind. But it just came a skittering. And it had to do terrible, awful things that I would consider to be crimes. Stop looking at me! What are you doing? Ow!
It's like spiders.
Oh!
You did that move twice. The spiders eat gnats and the like, so they're my best friends. Because
I've grown.
I hate gnats so much. I would rather have spiders on my shoulders than have gnats flying around my house during the summertime.
I'd burn things. I would absolutely burn things.
All down. I have a peace treaty with the spiders. They can stay where they are as long as they stay out of my view. They get within my view, well, they've broken the treaty and they must die. But if they mind their own business, then they're good.
I've grown a little bit more, well, I won't say fond of them, but I've grown more tolerant of them recently because out on my patio, there's actually a bunch of them just hanging around in the corners. But they keep the flying insects away. So we have a peace treaty, especially at night when I go out there for like 2 minutes to smoke and I see them all around.
If they ain't paying rent, then they can't stay. I didn't invite them in.
If I see them inside, I'm absolutely killing them though. There's no reason for me to see a spider in my house. I will have a heart attack and I don't want it on their conscience, so I'll kill them.
Like, I'll get my sandals out. Don't make me do that.
I don't like how it's their back legs that attack me. I don't know why, but that's really bugging me.
Just run past that guy. Unlock the shortcut so we can be done with this. And then you can come back and kill him.
Fine. Ow. Ah, another one.
Stop dying.
They
You're gonna do it
followed
again.
me. Leave me alone. Shut that baby up. I can jump too. Where do I go? Where do I go? Where do I go?
Right.
Right. This right?
Yes.
Okay. This doesn't seem right.
Also down.
I'm being chased.
I imagine after running
And then,
past him.
you really need to go right that way.
Oh yeah, you want to get in that little elevator.
Get in there.
I imagine after running past him, he just starts doing emotes over and over again, like "Come back, coward!" You know.
It would
Out
fit
here,
the personality.
And there's a lantern.
Yes.
And if you continue a bit down this cliff, you'll go back to the first lantern. But you have this one.
But the question is, do I want to? Oh, stay away from me. Don't you look at me.
I just want to talk.
No. Your words hurt me. They hurt a lot.
I don't like the pitter-patter noises they're making.
They're real bad.
Very
sounds.
heavy footfalls for a spider.
If I can hear a spider at all, it needs to die.
Yes.
There is no ifs, ands, or buts.
You were peaceful, and I appreciate it, but now you die. Your friends don't seem to care. I feel like I gotta do it in one attack too, or else they'll probably hurt me real bad. Go away. I'm gonna reach in your ass.
Walking up to them, stabbing them, saying, "Go away!"
Sir?
Like, don't come near me.
Sir, I am occupied. I'm gonna need you to come back at a later time. You're all gross. You're all very, very gross. I don't like the number of spiders you have around here. It seems like you don't clean very often.
There's a lady here with like a, I think it was a chain weapon, I think, and
Yeah,
she's
a lot.
she's really dangerous. Be wary of her.
Yay.
She's like these small ones, but real big, and she got a chain of something or other.
Why did it give me a beast pellet here? I don't like the idea of me potentially needing that. Hello? Blue goo juice. I've probably read that like 3 times, but I still don't know what it actually does.
Makes you invisible, partially, so you can get by enemies.
Hi. Stop it. Get some help. You're fat. And dead. There's a lot of knowledge around here.
Also, don't fall.
Why are things floating?
You're in a nightmare. Doesn't have to make sense.
I guess. No. You wanted to push me off, you little fuck.
Like, yes, I did.
Yo, you go. Oh, I thought I saw something over that way. Hello. Hello. Oh. Oh.
You're gonna fall.
Oh.
I told you.
That oracle power.
I told you.
He saw it. He knew it when he woke up this morning that you were gonna fall here.
Uh-huh.
You got those rolls in early?
Yeah.
Well, at least we can get back here fairly easily. They decided they wanted to be dumb, and so I must accommodate them. And they're dumb. Oh, I can feel my arm starting to hurt a little bit. It's coming. I hear so many feet. The little pitter patters. The little feetses. I feel like they probably won't even do anything to me if I don't hit them.
Kind of random.
Sometimes
Some of
they
them
will, but they're not that aggressive.
Hi. They're like, hey, bro, chill. Oh.
I
Oh.
believe they're called Murgo's Attendants, is their enemy name.
In the new game pluses, these little guys have an absurd amount of health.
They do.
Well, they have
You have
like
to get
over
them-
1,000 now. Well,
Yeah,
almost
and
1,000.
most enemies have their health like tripled in new game pluses. So you gotta hit them just low.
You and your friends are gonna try and knock me off into the abyss, and I don't appreciate that, so I'm just gonna kill you all right here. It has been decided. Violence has been chosen. Sit down. Dirty, damp blood gem.
Doesn't that sound nice?
You little cunt. None of that. He just ran at me and went, "Ugh." Stay away. I warned you. Alright. Your turn. I'm not running from you. I hear other footsteps though. Oh.
Now you will soon die.
Not if I have anything to say about it. You have my soul. Oh, there's another one. And he hurts. Will you stop? I'll shoot you in, I'll shoot your friend in the back. You have a crossbow. Any peasant can use a crossbow. We can't have this. It revolutionizes warfare.
I can't possibly. It's not right.
Any man can kill a well-armed knight with but a pull of a
Be
trigger.
careful there.
Oh, I didn't need that.
You should put your waste lantern back on.
Probably.
You should.
What need have I for light? Alright. Up we go. Up we go.
Yep. Getting close now.
Your crown is fully covered in blood.
As it should be.
Those little spider eggs have legs growing out of them and tree branches.
Bird dog or dog bird?
You assign one to this and then assign the other name to the other type.
Yeah.
I guess this one would be dog bird, since it has dog head, mostly bird though. Why are you so wrong? Oh, you're all. Oh, that's definitely bird dog. I thought it was very dead. Is there anything over here? I don't think there is. More dog birds. They chose to be this way. It's their fault.
One fan theory is that with them and some of the other things you see here, when you go into the nightmare, it's sort of becoming your nightmare, so it's things that you've seen throughout the game, but nightmarish versions of them.
Huh. It certainly would track.
There's nothing that directly states that, but that's just an idea people have had that I kind of like.
It's just a theory!
Game theory.
Game theory.
Thanks for watching.
Go there.
Go here, but what about here?
No.
Okay.
Go there. To the left. Go there. I think.
I see.
Yes. It is shortcut to lantern.
Charcuterie board.
I like how you told him to go somewhere, and then after he committed to it and couldn't turn back, it's like, I think. Already crossed the way of no return.
Yay! We made it. We made it. We made it. Yay! That baby's real close.
There may be a boss coming up.
You don't say. I never really would have pieced that together. With the whole shortcut and being right next to a lantern.
Just warning you.
Oh, who's puppeteering you?
Dickhead.
We'll probably see.
I saw that coming. You don't get to do that with me. I don't want to go in there yet. I'm gonna go spin some of these blood echoes. Maybe get a bunch more.
It's probably a good idea.
What's on the other side over here? Or is this just broken? Are you broken? You're broken. You suck!
Yet another shortcut for later.
To get back to that point from when you're farther on.
My glorious ruby red crown is now its proper shade. It's fine. Go this way. We'll talk to the little friends. You'll give me blood, and I'll leave. Ooh, that stretch actually hurt a little bit. Murgo's Loft.
Yep. This whole building is Margot's loft.
I have a feeling this Murgo is who we're about to go speak with.
No.
No?
Murgo's weird.
Okay.
Margot's later.
Was Murgo the one trying to talk to me?
Murgo
No.
is like a feeling, man.
Oh,
Is
yeah?
Murgo even actually real, though?
Well, I don't know. You tell me. I don't have any clue.
I did. That's my official expert opinion.
Okay.
You've seen Margot's mother in this game.
Yeah.
Just cast your mind back. Think about that.
Sir, quit playing games with me. What do you think you're doing? William, you were supposed to bring Mark home an hour ago. Where is he?
Man's fucking scary.
He is.
Toss, or some say Cossum.
We're learning.
Every word he says is real important. He just says those words many times.
We shall not abandon
Many times.
No one can catch us. No one can stop us now.
No one can catch us is very, very apt, given what this bite
It
is.
is. I love that he just saunters off.
He literally runs away, and you have to literally chase him.
Well, dumb.
It's like a chase scene.
Rude.
It's supposed to be reminiscent of those dreams where you're chasing after something and can never catch them.
Well, I'm gonna catch
Before you scream, Alex, I know it's terrible, but that's what it's supposed to be.
I was keeping my mouth shut, okay?
I know. That's the feeling they were going for.
you. You're not
That's the
escaping me.
artist's intent.
You're being a right dickhead, but I'm gonna catch you.
Beware his horrible magics.
I just see it in death.
Yep, this is another one of those boss fights that didn't go well with Jordan. I hated it as a general thing, but I was always fine in it. Jordan would just fall over and die when I least expected it.
Because he would do that, and I would die from it. I died there.
Yeah. Hit him every time, and it would insta-kill him every time.
I would wear the highest arcane defense I possibly could, and it just killed instantly.
So it was a horrible little combination where Jordan liked the boss and everything, but kept dying to him. I was fine with the boss, but hated the actual boss. So it's not a little yin-yang.
Where'd he go?
You won.
Oh, majestic!
There's a hunter, even in a dream.
Yeah.
But alas, not too fast. Nightmares, flaws, and chains unending.
A very select few people know about the hunter's dream and stuff like that. People who know that are really in the know. So.
How do I get to him? Where the fuck is he? He's being a right bastard right now.
That opened up. That was closed before where you're at now.
So, there's a thing with his AI, so that if you hit him when he's on his way into the boss room, he gets confused and starts going on his rounds again, because you're not supposed to be able to catch him. So if you do catch him, the game's like, oh shit, and he makes him run even more. So what you do is you do this fight multiplayer, and you have one person chase him, and you have the other person wait out inside in front of his door. And so when he's about to come by you, you slap
It's
him.
horribly nerve-wracking because if you miss, you fucked it. You fucked it. It's done.
So I had to play the catch man while Jordan was the runner because I was using the threaded cane. It has such a large area of effect hit that it would get if I missed.
Break it. So he's probably gonna jump through there again or something. Chunk.
As you once did for the vacuous ROM, grant us eyes! Grant us eyes!
What kind of eyes?
The eyes on the inside! It's so clear now!
What do you even see with those eyes?
The dots are connecting!
Who the fuck are you? I feel like that was the correct way, but I didn't want to drop down.
You should also have the creeping, terrible existential fear that if you die, you must do this again.
Oh, we can't have that.
And in his next, and in his next stage,
And
he
he'll
uses,
have more.
he
can do
uses a
more.
call beyond.
He
So when you
shoots
see him,
lasers everywhere.
if he clasps his hands and raises them above his head, then you just need to start panicking. Just start panicking.
Panicking is the only thing that may help.
You little cheeky fuck.
I would ignore them personally.
Mostly just killing them out of rage.
I would fully ignore them. The key. Oh.
He's real crazy.
I see. Look, friend, are you alright? I can get you some help.
He doesn't want to forget what he's learned, though.
I don't think that blood's doing good for you.
Oh, so evil of them. There's a lantern right over there. Like you can physically see it.
Bastards.
Uh,
And he really doesn't want to die. If he dies, he'll wake up from the nightmare, and then it'll be like how an ending that you can get in the game.
He thinks he'll wake up, but you've seen his body, and it's a mummy, so he'll never wake up.
That is true. You know, with the Yarnum sunrise ending, where the hunter wakes up, I wonder if you can find that location in Yarnum.
You can. It's outside the Odin Chapel.
Okay.
Do you know that it's the big circular area with the graves where all the church giants were? It's actually that area, just like a particular part of it.
I wonder if you could just find a body there.
He's down there now.
He's the worst.
Don't die.
Okay.
You can
Just
land
don't
on
do
him.
it. Oh. Now don't die.
Okay, so now you gotta backtrack, and there's another route that you can take that can make it so you can land inside his boss room.
And he'll stay in there now.
Oh, this is not the way. Ow.
And when you're in that room, you mustn't die.
Nicholas violates a lot of rules I have for bosses. That's it.
The Grand Lake of Mud, hidden now from sight.
Hello.
Oh.
Oh.
Put it in your blood.
I'm trying.
Go faster.
Oh, it goes everywhere.
Well, do it again.
Do it again.
Are you enjoying this boss?
No.
Is he fun?
I've spent maybe 10% of the time actually fighting him.
I know. I don't even like his music.
I do, actually.
I think his music is as repetitive as he is.
My crown has lost its luster. Woe betide the heathen who would
the hunter fights are fine and normal.
I hate it.
I do too.
It's annoying.
Every Blood Souls game has one or two bosses that are bollocks and stupid, and it's difficult to get behind what the rationale was when they were designing it. And they got so close to making it through this entire game without one. And there's like, I gotta.
We must.
We gotta.
I don't like you, Mickey.
Hey, Mickey, you're so fine, you blow my mind. Hey, Mickey. Hey, Mickey.
I guess I'm just gonna chase. You can't escape me. I'm literally just gonna follow you. Hi. Are you just waiting for me to do that? 'Cause he just kind of jogged next to me for a little bit.
I would compare this fight to the I don't remember what it was called. The dragon in Dark Souls 3 that was in the DLC where you go there and you're not supposed to actually fight it, you just gotta run around and jump on it.
Mm-hmm. That was in the main game.
Was it? I thought it was DLC.
Yeah. That's in the main game. It's
But-
in the Archdragon's Peak.
It's the place that had the big shield that Mother Suspiria used for the rest of the game because it looked very Christian. But yeah, I would compare it to that, except the chase part's like half as long. The runny part is like half as long, and then the boss just dies.
Yeah.
Whereas this one, the chase part is forever, and the boss really does not want to die, and detests it strongly.
Well, he needs to get over it because he's starting to annoy me. Really bad.
Every now and then he'll be real cheeky too, and he'll just throw a punch or two with his bare hand.
It won't do any damage to you, really, but he'll do it.
But he'll just throw a punch or two because he's just like, get away from me.
Now I get to chase you
I
again.
think.
Oh, did it fix? It
Yeah,
suddenly
I
fixed.
think your internet's like coming back
Oh, good.
Majestic.
because very suddenly everything got clear.
Even in a dream.
Yeah, and the Twitch stream is back.
Awesome.
Fast.
It's
It's
just way
I
behind.
was gonna say it is years ago. You're not even in the fight.
Just now got into the boss fight.
Yeah.
Don't die to these ones, please. You mustn't. I forbid it.
They hurt a lot. They want me to bleed.
Just think though, this is the easiest he'll ever be.
Yeah.
He only gets worse.
Like Mikolash and Bayhek have got some real similar energies
They kind of do.
with all the
Oh,
nonsense.
never mind. It's
going
fine.
again. The clouds are back over the house.
Oh,
Yeah.
There was a short clearing.
I was so happy.
Cox decided they wanted to let me have a little bit of internet, you know, as a treat. And then they took it away from me again. At least he makes it possible to fucking know where he is. Oh, I hit him twice.
Wandering the fucking halls howling. How many times did you run past this?
A bunch. But I figured it would be there whenever I came back.
He was just standing there.
He was.
Yeah.
Taunting me.
He just has like a super version of the old Hunter's Moon, where he can literally just fucking teleport.
He's being a
Like-
fuck.
Like a horrible scumbag, outrunning your bullets.
Oh, that was.
You know, I bet you he's a boss where the Whirligig Saga would be useful on him. Because you could probably stun lock him.
I bet you could, but I would try doing that, and then he would just interrupt me and hit me, and I'd die.
Yeah, you'd be like revving it up, and then he would just call beyond 4 times on top of you. Push you down, stand over you, call beyond 4 times. He casts that motherfucker real fast. I feel like whenever I tried casting a Call Beyond, I felt like I was standing there for about 3 days before it would start.
Dead. I died.
Yes. Well, he could feel your weakness, so he went up into the corner and started.
Better stop!
It's like you're reviving memories for Jordan.
I know. I
Fucker.
hate it.
Die!
What you're doing is I'd say the correct tactic.
It is. It is.
You gotta push him in a corner.
I feel every death, and the time it's dead again.
You died 8 times.
It's like every time you do that, it's like 10 minutes that happened in my.
Yeah.
Fucking die!
Oh, done.
He
It's
tried a
done.
Call Beyonding 3 times in a row there, and you kept knocking him out of it. Hey, he's done. He's done.
Forget everything.
Good.
From this point on, all the bosses are fine and are actual bosses who are cool.
Princess Cage.
Yeah, you can wear his little cage if you like.
You can.
Yay. Do I get to connect?
Yeah, this is playing fine right now currently. So at least we got to see that you kill him well. Yeah, there's no real reason to play this game in New Game Plus unless you're obsessed with it like Jordan and I are, because it doesn't do any fun stuff.
It's just harder.
Yeah.
Yay.
I'd say
Another shortcut. All
You're
There's a lot of
climbing a big
elevators in
old-
this area.
you're climbing a big old tower.
Mm-hmm. A loft from Mirko.
Hi.
Like, hello.
Where is the blood rock? Was it was it next to the brain, or was it on like a hunter that you have to kill?
No, it's down that path through the winter lanterns.
Yeah.
You pop out right where that first hunter was on the bridge. You know, it's like up on a ledge there, but you can't get up there from the bridge.
Alright, I killed your friend. I can kill you easy. Oh, someone's shooting at me. Oh, and it hurts. Can you don't?
Yeah, whenever I do these, I tend to remember where things are depending on the enemies, and not necessarily the actual directions of stuff. It's like, I'll remember an enemy, it's like, oh, at this enemy, you turn left.
Oh, it gave me blood. The moon is quite full.
That's very full.
Almost pregnant, one might say.
You could say that.
You had a very pregnant pause there.
Oh my. God Damn it! Shut that baby
The
up!
crying is getting louder
It is.
as we climb this tower. The pigs are also more.
Reach in there. Oh, they are a lot more.
Reach in there, grab that bacon.
Oh!
That's what I meant by more.
That's
Yeah,
not how
what do you
pigs
want?
should look.
It was a fucking sisty pig from the Outer Worlds.
It was a fucking spider pig is what it was.
Spider pig. Spider pig.
Spider pig
Does
two
whatever
Whatever
a
a
pig
spider
does.
pig does.
Can he swing from a web?
No, we can't.
No, we can't. He's a pig. Look out! He is a spider pig. That was like one of my first ringtones. So
Of all the obligatory like movies for shows that came out, the Simpsons movie is like one of the best ones.
I agree.
It's like of
we rewatched it like a couple years ago, and it very held up.
like of the television shows that became movies, like
Oh,
the Simpsons movie.
Why did you do that?
well,
he sat on me
Why did
real
you let
hard.
that happen?
He decided
like-
that he wanted to be on me.
he sure did. He pushed you right against the wall.
Mm-hmm.
He said, "I saw you take the bacon of my brethren."
It was good bacon. I reached
bacon,
right
my
into
bacon.
his ass and I pulled it out.
You'll want to go to the other lantern because with the shortcuts you've unlocked, it'll be faster to get where you are.
I suppose that's true. More than anything, I just want my blood echoes back because I had like 5,000 of them, or 50,000 of them. Which is at least enough
Even
for one more level.
50,000 is nothing to Jordan and I. Like it's something where it's just like a pit. It's very much
whatever.
yeah, it'd be the base. It's like defeat bosses. They give literally like 2 million. It's like I can get half a level up with that.
I'll get there eventually. When I am powerful, maybe.
You just got to beat the game 4 to 6 times.
That's a
And
lot
then
of
you're
blood
good.
echoes. Look down the barrel of my gun. You see my power? You don't need a plane to fly. Plastic wings, they make you cry. Kites are made for windy days.
I like to do a blood tinge playthrough because that's the one thing I just didn't do even a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But the beginning of the game, there's like no blood tinge stuff.
It takes a while to get any decent blood tinge weapons.
I got a cannon.
You gotta get to Canehurst before you get them.
And Canehurst is a bastard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is not easy. Or I guess maybe easy is a relative word, but it is not a breeze to get through. Alright, one at a time.
I wonder how really effective a gun can be at dealing damage if you leveled up your blood tinge a lot.
I don't know.
Because the fucking NPCs who shoot you with their like level 10 Evelyn's and 50 fucking blood tinge will hit you for like hundreds of damage.
Yeah, they will.
I mean, my blood tinge is enormous, but the issue is that I'm also a New Game Plus enormous, so I can't accurately say how much damage it's actually doing.
It is fair to have that context.
Well, in regular game, I've noticed that it seems 1,000 damage is more than enough to kill everything. Which is extreme, considering the fact that, like, my basic attack with the Moonlight Sword as McConnell is like 1,500 damage a hit. So literally, I'd be walking by the shadows like, dead, dead.
Ha! Dead! Is that a tonitrus or tonturus? Oh, where the fuck do you say that? Tonturus.
A big
Conquerus.
bludgeoner is what it is.
I didn't check down here last time. There's nothing here. Except a path. I see. I
Big
don't
happy
like
bat.
spider pigs. That baby is real close.
His many eyes.
Oh, and they all glow with my blood. It's really unsettling. Poke, reach, grab, and do it again. Got him.
So violent.
83,000. It's actually a lot more than I thought I had. Alright, if I can just get one of you.
They're like, no, we were going to walk in unison. Thank you very much.
No, don't do that.
That's what we will do.
They're gonna charge you, and you're gonna be in this menu.
No, it's not gonna happen.
Oh.
Like behind the menu, you'll just see a big object moving at speed.
Eat a dick.
Right now.
I think he saw you.
I'm just gonna do this real quick. Because I feel like he's gonna do some bullshit.
I was about to say, you should absolutely roll forward when fighting the pigs. Because they hit an arc in front of them. So.
Die! Ha! I killed Piggy.
Bloodveil.
Bloodveil sounds horrible.
Bloodveil.
Ooh, that actually got him. Do it again. Well, that works too.
They could pivot like a fucking tank.
Yeah, they got
They can.
They can fucking pirouette.
I got a nourishing damp blood gem.
You're getting Kin Cold Blood 11.
First time.
I don't know why, but this little area right here reminds me of a place that Jordan and I was in Dark Souls 3 in the DLC, where we just kept getting invaded.
Oh, yeah.
With
Really
all the
bad.
stairs
Mm-hmm.
and the big murderers everywhere.
And the Ring City.
Yeah, and we just kept getting invaded.
They were being really horrid. To such an unreasonable degree.
Yeah.
I only
Fully
want one at a
stopping.
time, please.
As if the game had like came out yesterday and it was like in its prime, multiplayer wise.
And everyone wants to kill. Can I
They
just-
invaded us throughout the entire game.
Can I just
Yes.
get...
Every level there was an invasion.
Hated it.
Fully like years after the game had came out.
It was very constant.
Very
Oh.
annoying.
You can't reach
And
me.
the win lose record was about half, you know, half.
Mhm.
I have
He's
gone
gonna continue
scared.
doing this.
Yes, and his friends have left, so
Like
you should
it's
probably run.
never gonna stop. So
You're being a whole lot right now. Just put your magic down and die, please.
I'm just waiting for his friends to be behind you. Oh, there they are.
Oh.
They got some real ring wraith energy to them.
They do. I was about to say it's like in the Lord of the Rings where they all show up at the end.
How rude. Like they're being all high fantasy and spooky, and you're like, I throw a rock at you.
I throw a rock. Come here, please.
No. Give me your blood. I shot you.
He's like, oh, was that a good shot? Oh, do you? He's like, you got that covered? He's like, yeah, I got it covered. I'll stay back here.
Come on. Come
Oh,
on
I'll
in.
just watch.
Come on in.
I'll go back on my route.
You tried.
He was
Fully
about,
missed that first shot.
he was about to do some real nonsense.
Oh, there's Lady again.
Hello.
Are you
She's not an enemy.
okay?
No,
What happened?
it's
Like,
like
does she
not
look
not
like-
really at all.
It's like she's crying. Her front is full of blood, and her hands are cuffed.
I wonder what happened. Strange times we're living in when you come across.
And she's looking up to the top part of this place.
Weird. Oh. I wonder why one of her blood vials are up here.
I don't think there's any particular reason.
Oh, another shortcut, I imagine.
Yes.
We'll go ahead and do this.
You would either probably want to fight the next boss or stop here, I would say. Because all shortcuts have been found at this point.
Well, I say we can go ahead and wrap here. I'm gonna
Okay.
need to level up and spend these blood echoes anyway.
You should do that.
I have many for my level.
And in between this session and next session, you need to get the DLC, and you need to grind for blood vials.
True.
You need to get lots and lots, because we're going to go through them.
I would say at a minimum, you need 100 going into the DLC.
I feel like I'm probably gonna need.
That's real minimum.
The bottom floor is 100. 300 would be safer.
Yeah.
Since I am level 30 in vitality, endurance, and strength, should I start leveling up other things?
Yeah, the soft cap really starts
could.
kicking in around level 40.
It's in the 40 or 45 where the soft cap actually gets hit, but you're going to start getting diminishing returns soon.
Yeah.
Continue.
Welcome.
There's a real hard difference between 40 and 41, and then between 44 and 45, and then 50 and up is whenever the changes.
After that, it's like point whatever. It's nothing.
yeah, but it's not.
That's-
Yeah, I would say it's not gradual. There's like it happens very suddenly. Like the level ups between 30 and 40 are still very useful. It's from 40 to 41, it gets way less, and then from 45 to 50, it gets way less. And
From then on, there will be level ups where you'll up your thing and nothing will go up.
Yay.
that has started happening where you'll like. I said fuck it and made all, even though stuff stopped increasing at like 45, I still kept bringing them up until they got to like 60.
Mm-hmm.
And it got to the point where I would level up my strength and nothing would change.
I wonder how much these will give me. 20,000. Did you say anything fun? Dare not
They do.
delve into the world beyond humanity. The eldritch truth touched upon
It's an eye!
Worth. It is an eye, isn't it?
It's like it's a part of a theme or something.
There's a bunch of eyes in this game. It's real
There's
weird.
many eyes.
I have 291 blood vials.
Good.
But I think this is as good a time to wrap up as any.
Okay.
Defeated Mikolash.
Yeah.
We did. We defeated Mickey Boy.
Defeated Ebrietas.
Yeah, we did that too. We killed God. Or a god.
A god.
There are many.
There are.
How many are there?
Uncountably infinite.
It's like, well, in the game, there's Amygdala, Ebrietas. You don't fight
Amygdala,
Kos, but you
Ebrietas,
fight the Orphan of Kos.
Orphan of Kos, Marigo's Wet Nurse, Moon Presidents,
The Brain of Mensis.
Brain of Mensis, Rom Kinda.
Yeah,
Wait.
controversially wrong.
Controversial. That's a maybe.
So is Mensis.
And then Odeon is both not, both is and is not in the game.
Isn't there, but you can't fight them.
He's formed.
Is there anybody else? Anybody we're missing?
I don't think so.
I think that's most of them.
I'm gonna kill them all. I'm gonna drench myself in their blood, and it'll feel good.
Good. That's what hunters do. Just kill a few beasts.
I'm sure that's all that needs to be done before this
It's like,
all ends.
haven't we come a long way from Gehrman saying, just kill a few beasts? It's like, where am I? What plane of existence am I on at this point?
Yeah, I do love that journey you go on. Whenever
It's
they,
very gradual.
whenever they were advertising this game, they didn't advertise any of the Lovecraft stuff.
It was all just Victorian werewolf stuff, and that was it.
Yeah. Even if you look at the box that the game came in, they only show images from before the night starts. So they gave no hints that things were going to go real off the rails. And you're going to be going into different layer dimensions of existence.
And there are lots of them. A whole lot of layers, and a lot of them are right next to each other, and some of them are on top of each other.
You have no idea. In the DLC, there was that part when we were in the night.
There's
when
more. There's more. Connections will happen.
Like the ships in the distance.
You saw and you don't know.
I saw in the distance, but I don't
They're
know.
all
what they
layered
are.
together.
Wait,
The sky and the cosmos are one.
I still don't know exactly what that
Like,
means.
Mikolash took like 10 dots on this map and connected them all, if you know what he's saying.
But how? I don't... Okay, my brain hurts, and I think I'm done. My arm is starting to hurt too. So it's time to...
I found a website that had some nice little exercises that I did whenever I got my second shot, because I knew the second one was going to really hurt. So I did them, and I did it like once every hour for like 2 or 3 hours, and that was pretty good. I had no real symptoms from it. I got real tired, and then that was it.
I got symptoms, but
well, joke's on you. I'm always tired.
My father didn't really have any symptoms from it either, and neither did my mother. None of us had really symptoms to note.
Was that Pfizer or Moderna?
Pfizer.
Same.
Moderna's the one every time someone's like, it kicked my ass and killed me. It's always Moderna. It's like Moderna and Johnson & Johnson. Those are the two ones that seem to have the ones that kick people's asses.
I'd go through it 50 times more. I wanted it in my veins so bad.
Long before we were allowed to have them, it's like Jordan and I already had gotten to the point where like it doesn't matter if they said that the vaccine was 90% lead. It's like put it in my neck.
Put it right in.
Just jab it in. I need it.
If I feel like rocks going into my bloodstream, it's like it's fine. I'll become stronger.
I don't ask anymore. I'm like, Dr. Fauci said I don't have to, so I'm not gonna.
We're free.
Good.
It's like freedom and happiness.
Just like floating down the street from freedom.
Yes.
So for just floating into the air.
So I guess while we were streaming, Yahoo posted an article
Oh, good.
about New York prosecutors convening a special grand jury to decide how they want to handle the Donald Trump proceedings.
They're going to decide that they don't want to do them because it's too
It's
hard.
like, no, we can't do it.
There's no precedent. We can't do it.
And you can never make a precedent. The precedents are how they are forever.
Exactly.
Yes, it happened sometime in the past from some strange events that we don't want to look at real hard. And if it didn't happen then, it's not going to ever happen.
The person familiar with the matter was not authorized to speak publicly and did so
They
on
never
condition of
are.
anonymity, of course. Cyrus Vance Jr., Manhattan District
Yeah,
Attorney.
He's one of the people going
Yeah,
after
he's
Trump.
the key person in the investigation.
Cyrus Vance Jr.
Like, I know these names.
Yeah.
I know this district attorney from a state I've never been in.
Yeah,
all
from
right,
the
all right, you
Southern
get-
District of Manhattan.
Yes.
You get one guess. It's a 2-word phrase. Guess what Trump is calling it?
Which one?
I already know.
How would you know?
Who could have possibly guessed that?
He's nothing if not predictable.
Mm-hmm.
He's very predictable.
It's almost
Anything
like he
he's
just
ever
says,
done, ever, Jordan and I would be like, he's going to do this like 6 months ahead of time.
And then he does it.
and
He
everyone
has
else is like,
never-
"Oh, we could never have seen this coming."
That was one part that mystified me. Everyone was always so surprised, but through the entire Trump era, there was never a single time, ever, not once, that he ever did anything that surprised me. Not once.
Yeah.
Even when out in the Charlottesville, where he's like both sides and all that.
It's
None
like,
of that.
of course he would say that.
It all made sense to me because it was obvious.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it.
And then there are those who just refuse to understand. And I don't know what to do with them. There are certain special people. But I won't get into the what maybe could possibly should happen to Republicans here on stream. We'll go ahead and end it here. I feel like that would be a bad road to go down.
We'll leave you in suspense.
We'll leave you in suspense. We've got the best ideas.
We got the best people on it. The best people.
Just elect me into office, and I'll show you exactly what I mean. But okay, people. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.